coming soon. Until then, enjoy the vibes.
My baby, your body's on fire. Hey, body's on fire. Johnson. My baby, your body's on fire. Hey, body's on fire. My baby, your body's on fire. This one I can do with the da. Me, I no get time on the da. Dada cover my face, calling me Lavada. Biggie man, we know the where I money, what's it come? Chewbacca, all the penny, we can ride the money, and the fit, die for nothing, my nigga, what's it come? Chewbacca, all the penny, we can ride the money, and the fit, die for nothing. Make you not say anything when you do, they must commentate.
I can't come and kill myself.
Anything when I they do, what they try to they do on my way.
I can't come and kill myself.
Plenty survive we face just to make sure money day. All my people that go say I know one buy, I know one buy, I know one payment. I want enjoy, I want jump life, I want buy me good, I want build house, I still want to know. Tell me money, what's it come? Chewbacca, all the penny, they get it, ride the money, and the feet, die for nothing. My nigga, what's it come? Chewbacca, all the penny, they get it, ride the money, and the feet. Different things them happening, schemes and packaging. In a one night for shows I'm juggling, flow like the ocean, my boat I'm paddling. Chadashin up Ella, that's my bro, my family, bows in chains. When it comes to money, I take concentrate. Make I tell you straight, you are not my mate. If you become missioner, be head of state. For my people, then go say, I know one time, I know one time, I know one payment. I want enjoy, I want jump life, I want buy motor, I want build house, I still want to know. Tell me, my nigga, what's it come? Chewbacca, all the penny, they can get, ride the money, and the beat, die for nothing. My nigga, what's it come? Chewbacca, all the penny, they get it, ride the money, and the beat, die for nothing. Oluwabana, yeah.
All right, hello to everybody. I am sorry I didn't put up any comments or anything like that in the chat because I was busy. So I'm gonna say hello to everybody. I'm gonna go up one time for the one time, and then after that, moderators, if y'all could just make people feel welcome as they come in. I don't want y'all to block anybody unless they are not supposed to be here. Because like if I already have you blocked, you don't have no business being here. Okay. Or if you're coming to bring your problems from somewhere else, don't come here with that. Okay. Keep that shit on your own channel. All right. So let me go ahead and go up. And I am going to get started. All right. So we got Benzone up in the building. Hey, Benzone. Heavy Bear, welcome. Jill's Comfort Zone, welcome. Also, too, Uncle Claude, I looked for you for I don't know how long, and I could not find you on TikTok. So please drop your link over on your page. I even looked on your page and I couldn't find it. Wild Seed, hey sis, my beautiful sister, Pretty Saucy Leo up in the building. Let me see, we got Voodoo, Okay. Every time when he say mukbang Edna, I be thinking about that crab cake. I want me another crab cake now. Okay. Soul Sister number one show. Welcome for being here. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Dr. LaShonda. Hey, sis. Okay, let me go up. Make sure I didn't. Okay, we got Yaya. And we got, hey, Lonnie One Love, girl. You stay motherfucking woo banging, girl. I seen you over there the other day. I don't know who you be talking about, but I be trying to support, girl. You know. We got, yes, you can come on StreamYard. I will drop the link for the StreamYard 1 second as soon as I finish going back up here. So we have Sandy here. Welcome and thank you for being here. I appreciate your support so much. Where are we at? We got Michelle's daughter. Thank you for being here. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you enjoy your extended weekend. I had to change my plans at the last moment, but that's a whole nother situation. We got Joyce up in the building, 5'9" Beauty. And okay, I only one messed that up, but Sanchez. Welcome and thank you for being here. So I'm sure some more people have came in, but I'm not going to spend 55 hours talking to everybody and not get to the show. So welcome, Jasmine. It's good to see you. So let me go ahead and get started on what this is about. Let me go ahead and drop the link. I also messaged Ken. So Ken, if you're here when I get done with this, if you would like to come up, you're more than welcome because I did send you a message on IG. If you don't want to come up, that's understandable. Empress Lisa, thank you for being here. Okay, so the other day I was over at Kimmy's channel and Kimmy was talking about the situation that was going on with her and her house being swatted and all this extra stuff. And if I'm talking funny, it's because I am edible on the right side of my mouth, so I might be sounding a little different. Because you know, when some people talk different, they be saying they got fake teeth or those ain't their teeth or whatever. But no, I have an edible in the right side of my jaw. You know what I'm saying? By the way, you know, y'all can always hit that link and get your own. I thought I dropped the link, but I didn't. Okay, so hold on, let me drop the link. Okay, so when I was over there, I was listening to okay, hold on 1 second. So I was listening to Kimmy or whatever, and so she's talking about TMO or whatever. And so I was like, well, I was under the impression that Beach was the one that had her house swatted because, you know, that is what she said. That is the conversation that we had. And when I asked her, like, are you for sure it was her? Are you for sure it's her? She's like, yeah. So at that moment, I'm seeing everybody after Kimmy. And I personally already had an issue with Beach. Beach didn't know initially why I had an issue with her, but it wasn't something that I just started on my own. And I'm not really here to go back in the past because, like I told y'all, I'm not into reliving in the past and all that other kind of stuff or whatever like that. So once these receipts came out and Reed put out these receipts, you know, talking about addresses and all of this plotting and planning behind the scene. And so then I was like, well, damn, if I would have known that somebody else had something to do with this and not Beach, I wouldn't have came with her. I would have escalated things. It doesn't mean that I would be cool with her or anything like that because truth be told, Beach had already been reaching for me and I was just ignoring her. I wasn't paying her no mind because if I don't like a person, I'm not going to go to their channel to hear what they're talking about or anything like that. I'm not going to go around, you know, checking to see, you know, what's going on or whatever. So anyway, long story short, hey Kimmy, I'm glad you're here because I'm kind of mentioning you too. So if I'm saying anything that's wrong, feel free to check me or correct me because I'm not above being checked. And I'm sorry if I'm a little distracted, but I'm trying to send this message on Instagram because I have reached out to somebody else to have a conversation too. Okay, so as I was there and I was listening to it, I was like, you know, damn, I wouldn't have even like went that hard. I wouldn't even had, you know, I wouldn't have escalated things, put it that way, with Beach had I known that she didn't have anything to do with this. But I'm looking at it like she's going to get in all of these other people, and she has these men attacking Kimmy, and basically everybody's on Kimmy's head. And I already don't see it for this girl. I already don't know her because, you know, we used to have conversations and there was a third party involved, and that person was coming to me telling me different stuff. And so what I did was I just removed myself away from Beach. Okay. And so I did even unblock Beach the other day because I wanted to comment under the thing that she had put on her wall, right? So as I was there listening to Kimmy, I was like, you know, I apologize because I shouldn't have escalated things the way I did with Beach. You know what I mean? Had I known that she did not do these things right here. Okay. I'm gonna put you on. You want to hit the link, or you want to come up, or you want to be on the phone? Okay, I put the link in the chat. Okay. Okay, so I wouldn't have, you know, escalated things with her or whatever like that. So anyway, as I apologized to her or whatever like that, I apologized. She put something on her wall. I couldn't, my comment wouldn't show whether I had her blocked or because maybe she had me blocked too or whatever. So I put something on my community wall, which is still there. So I have here my apology up in fire, and I put a question mark, right? So I got a call today, and they were like, you know, I don't think you owe Beach any type of apology, and especially after what she said about your son. Well, first of all, I didn't know that she said anything about my son. Let's just get that started. I'm just learning that here today. Okay. So I would never apologize to somebody who's actually talking about my family or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I would have never did that had I had that information at the time. I also find it pretty crazy that she's in a content creator's channel, not her own channel, but on a content creator's channel, speaking in a negative way, defaming, lying, or whatever, on somebody else's channel. Because see, I would personally never do that. If I'm cool with Kimmy, which I am, and Kimmy's cool with some people that I don't fuck with and they don't fuck with me, but I don't bring my problems to her channel. It was a little bit of that going on yesterday. Okay. Yesterday it was said to me that some things was going on in Kimmy's chat, you know, with my name, which I wasn't even the topic or the subject, but I did click the link. And I did click the link. I don't know if I clicked it 1 time or 2 times, but even if I clicked it 1,000 times, I clicked it because the link was there, and I could, and I can. And nobody's going to stop me unless Kimmy says, hey, I don't want you over here. Okay. So right. And that was also said to me too, Kimmy. So they said, Kimmy shut that down immediately or whatever. I'm only bringing up the fact that I would never put you in that position. I would never bring no issue that I have with anybody to your channel, especially knowing you don't have a problem with those people. Okay. So I'm gonna bring Simone up here. She's on the live. You're on mute, but anytime you need to come off, you can come off third. It's so good to see you. So let me just say this. And
I'm here. Can you hear me? I just want to make sure you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
And I'm talking a little bit loud. I hope I don't sound like I'm screaming, but I always listen to my video. And what I did notice when I listened to my lives is that my sound is not that loud compared to everybody else. Like I need Lovely Love's mic. I need Chat Rep's mic. I think I need to bust out. I have like 2 mics in here. I need to bust out one because I realized that my voice is not as loud, especially when other people are talking. I don't want anyone to get it fucked up and hear me speaking loud and they think that I'm angry, because I'm not. Okay. So let me say this. Okay. I still stand on what I said to Beach the other day. Okay. About I was wrong, because I was wrong. And like I told her, this is not about her. And this is not about me. This is about God. And I am very serious about my relationship, which is personal, with God. I am very serious about me, working on me. And I'm not going to let anybody take me backwards. I don't care who it is. But I did feel the need to address it because I don't want anyone to ever think that I would see someone disrespecting my family and then I go and give them an apology, because I don't get down like that. I don't do the boot scooting and tooting, the flip flopping and the kissing, all that. No. I don't do any of that. That ain't me. Once you take things with me to a certain level, it's no coming back from that. And even in my apology, I never said, oh, me and her are friends or we're going to be friends. But what I am saying and what I still stand on is I'm not going to say anything negative about her. And I still haven't said anything negative about her this entire life. Because see, one thing about me, when I was beefing with her, I kept it on her. I didn't have to reach down low and go to her children. And let me tell you how I felt and how I still feel. When a person has to reach for my children, you have lost and I have won. And that's how I felt before I even took my break from YouTube. And let me be clear about this, because I think that I already said this, but maybe some people didn't hear me correctly. I left YouTube and I took a break from YouTube because I had a death in my immediate family. Okay. So I stepped away from YouTube. Okay. I was dealing with the pain, and I'm not afraid to say it. I don't care who comes and tries to use it against me. I don't care. I was dealing with the pain that I honestly had never felt before in my 47 years. I never felt that pain that I felt dealing with that grief. And I did not want to bring my pain and my hurt to these YouTube streets to hurt anybody else or to take my pain out on those people. I wasn't in my right frame of mind. I was in my lower self. I was in a low place. I was in a dark place. So I took the time so that I could heal. That's what I did. Okay. And I came back on YouTube to support people. I'm still not really, I drop a video here, there, whatever, but it's not a big for me. So I came back on here when I felt like I was in a place to deal with this toxic energy. Okay. Yes, I was on TikTok because it's very positive over there. And even there, I was spending a little time here, a little time there, or whatever like that, right? Or dropping something on Instagram, Facebook, or whatever. So my departure from YouTube was very personal because I was dealing with a spiritual journey in transformation, right? It has nothing to do with anybody. There's not one single person on this internet that I'm afraid of. Nobody puts any fear in my heart. Some of the people on here, I see them as so pathetic that I would never even argue with them because I deem them to be so much lower than me. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And I put that on God. Okay. When I look at these people, some who don't even love themselves, why would I ever argue with a person who does not value themselves? Why would I ever argue with a person if your own family don't care about you? Why should I care? Why would I do that? Why would I drag a person and their whole life is a drag? Why would I drag a person and they've humiliated themselves to the worst way that they could ever do to the whole entire YouTube? There's no reason for me to argue with those type of people. Now, let me tell you something. As far as when it comes with my family, I'm not explaining myself about anything. I've already said everything that I've needed to say, and I ain't going to say it again. If you didn't hear it, oh, damn well, I don't care. Every and anybody is welcome to call 911, the FBI, or whoever else. You all should feel really stupid, okay? Because y'all been saying this shit for a whole year, over a year, but nobody's in prison. Nobody's locked up. I'm not losing no sleep. My family doesn't care. I don't have to answer to God for anything that people are saying. I don't go to people's deceased family members. I could go and do what other people have done and bring people family members on here and plaster them on the community wall. But that's not who I am as a person. I don't want to go that goddamn low. I don't want to fight fire with fire and burn in hell. I don't care how this makes me look to the masses. I don't care how this makes me look to this person or that person, because most of these people, I don't even respect their opinion. I don't respect how they feel. So it doesn't matter to me how it looks. I don't want to be a person that speaks about God, but I am still moving in the way that I was moving before. No, I'm not perfect. No, I'll never be perfect. But I want to continue to better myself. So when I speak about God, you all can see the things that he's doing for me and in my life. So I don't take back that apology. I still escalated it. I still took it too far. I still hope she heals, and I still wish her the best. But had I seen that stuff in that chat at that moment, there is no way that I would ever do that. Because no matter what, I've never reached for Beach's children, and I still would never do it. I would never go that low. I don't have to go that low. Okay? Now I'm going to bring my sister up here. Well, she's already up here. I'm going to take you off of mute. You got to take yourself off of mute because you muted yourself, sis.
Oh, okay. I'm off of it.
And thank you, Christopher, so much. I appreciate that.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. And those words Christopher said was nice, because I normally give him a hard time, but that was a nice statement that he made to you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I had put myself on mute so that you could.
Oh, I'm about to say, girl, because my internet, ever since that storm, been acting real stupid. So
okay. Yeah, and I mean, it's not even to throw you underneath the bus or whatever like that, because I told you to come on here. This is not something that I was even aware of. This is something that you said to me, and I was like, what? I didn't even know that was going on. And like I said, I mentioned Kimmy's name because, like I said, I would never put her in the position. I don't care who I have an issue with or who has an issue with me. I will never bring any of my issues to her platform, especially when I have my own, and several of them at that. You know what I mean?
And I want to clear one thing up before we start. What was the first thing I said? Kimmy deaded that shit. I like the way Kimmy deaded that shit and didn't allow it to go on. That's the first thing I said, did I not?
Absolutely, you did. And I'm not mad with Kimmy at all. I'm not mad with her.
So I just want to get that clear, because I don't want to be, oh, she was instigating. No, Kimmy handled that like a trooper. The conversation was that even I was proud of Shelly, because I thought Shelly had saw the comment, but Shelly never saw the comment. I told her how proud and I see her growth and what she's doing. But she didn't know about that comment. I told her you probably didn't see it because Kimmy deaded that shit right then and there. And I like the way Kimmy had handled that. So
no, I would have never seen it because I have her blocked. So I can't see anything.
I forgot about that part too.
That she's saying. And I notice now, because as this ended up becoming a subject, you know what I'm saying? I talked to, a couple of my people behind the scenes or whatever. So when this became a topic, and then somebody else was like, well, yeah, another content creator had your name all up in Kimmy's chat as well. And I said, well, look, they do whatever they do, but I would never do that because I would never put her in that, in that situation. Not only that, when I get up in the morning, I'm not thinking about nail bitch on this YouTube streets. Nobody on here is worthy of me to get over to somebody else's chat and be, for what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. And if I ever feel some type of way about something that's going on with Kimmy, I will contact her on the back end and we can have conversation like two grown women, because like what I say in my post the other day, I don't want to hurt any Black sister out here. I don't want to hurt nobody, to be honest. I don't want to do, just because this person is doing this, it don't mean I have to do it. But I'm going to repeat this and I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to continue to say it again. Even in the Bible, it talks about a time to kill. And right now, it's just not a time to kill. That's it, and that's all. There's a certain way that I will accept beef and a certain way that I'm not going to accept beef. But I understand that people have to do what they have to do to get their clicks and views. People have to do what they have to do to get their numbers up. You know what I mean? But if I'm beefing with you about this and then you talking about kids and all this other kind of stuff, I'm just like, okay. You know what I mean? And see, when you read somebody, I'm going to tell you a true read. And even though me and Mother got beef, but let me tell you something. When Mother reads, for the most part, I'm going to say 99% of the time, that's a read because he's reading people with facts. And that's why it stings and it hurts those people that bad. It's because it's facts. But when you
let's
read
also add in one
somebody,
other fact, Shelly. Not trying to cut you off.
huh?
Let's add in one more thing about Uncle James too. When he reads you and be done with it. He don't go on and on and on. You're gonna get that one read from him, and that's it.
And since you know how I do a one and done and keep going back and forth. Now, there are some people where I beef with and it's lingered through the years, right? And that one person, and I have no problem saying it, it's never been a secret, and that was Nika. And that was because me and Nika have history. Me and Nika had history. But that's also between me and Nika and nobody else. So I don't know if a lot of people think that they are Lady Nika and that I'm going to carry on with them the way with her. No. You're not Lady Nika. You're not Lady Nika. Okay? So, you know what I mean? But when you try to read somebody and you come with something that's not a fact, that can't hurt. Now, if somebody says something like you can't reach your husband, you see what I'm saying? He won't pick up your phone calls. We saw that. That's a fact. You say my son murdered somebody and he's going to work and minding his business and living and contributing to society. That don't hurt me. My son ain't killed nobody. I'm not going to keep on entertaining that nonsense. Y'all can call and dial 911 all you want to. You can call whomever. I will never lose not even one drop of sleep. Even posting her pictures on YouTube. Does that, y'all think that hurts me? Number one, I'm not even over there looking at that shit. Okay? You think I'm going to go peek to look at what I can look at for myself? I don't have to answer to God for that. If I should lay down today and I don't wake back up, I don't have to answer to God because I put somebody, deceased family member, on YouTube. That's not my testimony and that's not my burden. The things that I felt that I did wrong, I repented to God for those things and I asked him for forgiveness. And then what I did was I tried to straighten up on my life. That's what I did. And that's what I'm going to continue to do. Because my walk with him is for real. It's not for play. And I thank God that my pastor told me, my pastor said, I see something in you. And nobody, and I don't care if anybody try to dox and find out who the pastor is or whatever, but my pastor and his wife took it upon their self to basically be a mentor to myself and my husband. I came to my pastor and I was very transparent about me, who I am, my mistakes, and who I want to be. And my pastor said, you are the light, and I want you to allow to God to use you for your gifts. So that's why you have to stay connected with him. And that is my job. And I thank everybody who has allowed me to try to be great. No, I don't have a relationship with MU. So I don't have a relationship with SB or V Lenore. I don't have no issue with V Lenore unless she has an issue with me. I don't know. Some people be having an issue with me and I don't even know they have an issue with me, or they say something about me. I don't even know nothing about that because I don't really get involved in other people's shit. Now, if it's something like yesterday at Kimmy's place, that was like a fucking soap opera. Why the fuck wouldn't I comment on the Young and the Restless? Shit, you don't even see no shit like this on goddamn 90 Day Fiance. Why wouldn't I comment? Why wouldn't I ask questions? Why wouldn't I say to this man when he's saying that he don't like to bring his business to YouTube? And I'm thinking, sir, no. I remember you brought a video to YouTube, and that's how I remember knowing anything about this stuff. I wouldn't know nothing about this if it wasn't for that. You know what I mean? But, at the end of the day, I'm not stunting off of none of these people. I have a handful of people that I really fuck with. I'm closer to some than others. I have one right up here on this platform who I can say is probably damn near the closest, if not the closest person to me on YouTube. Okay? And like I said before, and I'll say it again, Nicole Reloaded, we have history. Me and her had a conversation. That video came down because it kind of went left or whatever. And me and Nicole still have unresolved situations. We still have a conversation that hasn't taken place. And it may never take place. I don't know. But for people to think that I would tell the likes of a nobody some personal information, some crazy information about my family, and I wouldn't have told Nicole Reloaded that, I don't think so. During that time, and up until the last issue me and Nicole had, I truly treated her like my sister. For real, for real. No for play. So there's nothing that anybody on here can come and say that I told them that Nicole would not know. And if Nicole never heard it, then damn sight, bitch, I ain't never told you no shit like that. Because I would never tell you and not tell Nicole. Why would I do that? I would never tell you and not tell Simone. Simone, have you ever heard me say some crazy shit like that?
I ain't never heard you say nothing crazy like that. And I know personally have talked to your husband, and we've never gotten to anything personal or anything like that. You keep your family separate from YouTube. Only person we do know is Marley.
Child, Marley always got to be heard on that damn phone. Ken, thank you for being here. I'm gonna bring you up in just a second. So that's just what I wanted to say. I'm the type of person, I am never gonna put my family on the chopping block. Okay, I am never gonna sit here and lie on my family about anything. There's nothing. That's why when people were calling me and the police calling me to tell me I'm threatening to kill somebody, the reason why I was getting angry with people is because I was dealing with a death, and I was trying to deal with funeral arrangements. I was trying to deal with traveling arrangements. And I don't know about anybody else. I know some people, they just becoming accustomed to traveling. This is new to them. But bitch, I am the original catching motherfucking flights. Okay, catching flights and no fillers. Okay, so catching flights is nothing new to me. I've been doing this. Okay, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Okay, so I was handling that. I didn't have time to hear what some homeless lady is saying about me, or how a homeless person is calling the police to make false police reports. But see, that shit was entertaining. But now she's coming back on here and she's dragging other people and dragging their children. So guess what? I find the same humor when she called the police on me and the police was calling my phone. But see, what y'all don't know, and I even said on Jay Wilson page the other day, the policeman actually apologized to me. He apologized for calling me. He apologized for disrupting me. He actually gave me an apology. I could have turned it around and then filed a report on her for harassment. And the officer would have had proof of it because there was no proof on the things that she was saying. But I didn't do that. And we saw her turn around and try to do it to somebody else. Did we not see her do it to Just Read My Book? Did we not see her playing with the police? We saw all that. But she came on here to tell y'all about how MU is this awful person because she's using the courts and the police and blah, blah, blah. And we don't do that in the beef sector. When we all stood here and seen her do that, but nobody called her out on that. But I'm okay with that. Even when it comes to that lady, I don't have no energy to be mad with that woman. Ma'am, you don't even have a stable place to live. I don't have time to put out no energy into a person who has hurt their self more than I could ever hurt them. That's not my goal. I have to do what I have to do. And when there's a time to kill, it'll be a right reason for me to do it. And I'll be able to face God and say, you know what? Yes, it was a time to kill. And that's why I did it. But for right now, it's a time for peace. And I'm going to stay at peace. Now, Detroit 313 would like to have a conversation with Ken Nola News. I have reached out to him. I asked him if he would be willing to come up and have the conversation. He said, no problem. So I'm going to drop the link again. And Simone, I would like for you to start and just explain how you feel so that he can then respond back to that, because he may not be aware or he may not know how, that situation made you feel. So, Ken, could you comment if you still here, or come on up if you hear? I don't see him. He did respond back in the Instagram message. He may be stepped away for a second or something, but if you could just go ahead and explain, and then I'll give him the opportunity to come up, because he just responded like 4 minutes ago. So
I saw him in here, maybe because it's school time, maybe his baby getting out of school. But if he don't want to come up here, I could do it behind. I could talk to him behind the scenes if you want me to.
Yeah, they call him. Let's give him a couple minutes to see if he responds.
I want to be fair to him, because maybe he don't want everybody.
Yeah, he may not. Yeah, maybe he don't want that.
What I got to say to him. It ain't nothing bad or anything, but
yeah, he said he was cool with having a conversation.
Yeah, I'm not disrespectful. So,
and you know me, sis, like whenever it's a situation that can be deaded, I'm all for deading it. There's too much other real stuff going on in the world.
Yeah, it's deaded. But I just want to add. I do have a question though.
Yeah, he was literally just here, so
yeah,
I don't know what happened. But here we go. Hey, Ken.
Good afternoon.
Hey, I need to give me a Ken mic. I need to give me a somebody mic, because I swear y'all be sounding so clear and good. Thank you, Kim.
Oh wow, I'll be ready just in case. Yeah.
And I want to, just before y'all get into y'all thing, I want to say this one more time, because this is something else that I'm not even going to lie, it's kind of brought up to me quite often, in reference to Kimmy. Me and Kimmy do not have an issue. I do not want to have an issue with Kimmy. It has nothing to do with fear, but I do have a rapport with Kimmy. I have gotten to know Kimmy. I like Kimmy. And if there's ever an issue, I will speak to her behind the scenes, and I will hope that that's something that we can rectify behind the scenes, and it's not something that we need to bring to YouTube. So I don't want for anybody to try to bring and make me and her have an issue at all. So if people think by putting crazy stuff in her chat, if that's the way to try to create an issue between me and her, that's not really going to happen. I always give Kimmy the respect, where if people come over here, they have to respect her, because she's my moderator and she's also my guest. So I don't allow people to come over here and taunt her, harass her, or bother her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure she would like the same respect in her chat. But see, I have these people blocked, so I don't even see them. The stuff they saying, I'm oblivious to it. You know what I mean? Completely oblivious to the whole situation. I'm just becoming aware of it today. You know what I mean? And yes, prayers to Joyce, safe travels while she is driving on the road. So Simone, I'm gonna go on mute, and I'm gonna go ahead and let you get started, and then I want Ken to respond to what you have to say.
Okay. Prayers for Joyce also. I want to say that. And Kimmy, know I love her. When I came to Kimmy wasn't nothing but fair, respectful. And if she do something shady, she gonna tell you. Like she said, girl, I got to spice up the story, but it's all in fun. So me personally, I love me some Kimmy. I don't care who like it, who like her, and who don't. Oh well, get over it. That's number one. Number two, Ken, I just want you to know, me and you, I think we talked about this on Boss Lady channel. And me and Shelly was talking, and I never knew. I never know. I didn't tell Shelly this, but I do want to let you know. And I've been coming to your channel, and I've been, cool, because that's me. I ain't really for that bullshit. But I do want to let you know, you hurt my feelings to the core when you told me, "Fuck me and my daughter." when I was diagnosed with stage 3 cancer, and you knew my daughter had cancer. And I just wanted to know what made you say that to me after I
Wait,
had
wait, 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 wait.
never.
I said,
Let me finish though. Let me finish because I
when
never
was this?
offended you. This was back a while ago when everything was going on, and I felt like because you wanted to be when Bless and Nika and them, you came out and said that to me, and I thought that was so unfair because I've never disrespected you. I have always defended you. When people would say shit to you, I even got on their ass for calling you gay because I thought that was a very lowbrow read. So you can never say that I said anything to you. Then when I came in your chat and I was laughing and talking one day, you said, I love you, but it's something I gotta talk to you about. You did something to me. So I want to know what I did because I have never, and you can ask Shelly, me and one girl to this day does not talk to me because she felt like I defended you and all the things you said. And I said, I can't control what he say, but he's grown. And I feel that he gets attacked a lot. So if he goes low blow, everybody goes low. So you cannot say Ken, I've ever said one.
He's always spoke kindly about you, Ken.
I have
I'm not
never
even
said
gonna
one
lie.
bad thing about you. Even my
Yeah, she's
son stood
never
up
said
here.
anything bad about you ever. So I just wanted to be just to publicly say that she's never said anything bad about you, and even today was talking highly about you. That's why I said, well, look, you know, me and Ken are cool or whatever. He don't really come over here too much since I've been back, but you know, he did snuck over here once or twice. I said, but me and Ken, we cool or whatever. I said, so you know, if I reached out to him, would you be willing to have the conversation? Just so, you know, maybe y'all can just talk about it or whatever like that. Cause, you know, and just whatever. So I just want to put that out there. She's always spoke highly about you. Even today she did. So I just want you to know that it wasn't in a place of whatever. And that's why I told you, like, you know, I like both of y'all and her feelings was hurt. So I wanted y'all to be able to have a conversation.
Damn, I don't even remember. And I was getting attacked around that time from everybody, but I'm not about to sit up here and try to make excuses. So if I did do that, I really do apologize. I didn't even know I said that.
Yeah, you did. You
I
said fuck.
really didn't know I said that.
And I felt that you was just doing it because you was on Blessed platform and you knew what had went down. But like I said, I could talk to you in the background about more of that. I don't even want to drag that up because I felt like she was part of the middle person too, instigating a lot of that shit too. But still, that's neither here nor there. That's a conversation
Yeah.
I can have, you know, I ain't got to bring out to the public. But I felt like because you was on her platform, you was her co-host, which I was originally, but then she went and lied and said I was trying to take over a channel and all this other bullshit. And I don't even know that.
Yeah.
And you even knew. I didn't even care about the B sector. I would be talking about Black issues. The B sector has never been my thing. I've never really cared for it. Never. It was COVID time and I started venturing into it a little bit, but I didn't even have the time to know what the hell was going on. So, but you did say that, and that really hurt my feelings because I was like, damn, what the fuck did I ever do to him? But be nice to him. So thank you for apology. I accept your apology.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
didn't.
you know, it's cool.
Damn, I didn't even know I. Oh,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Like
I was
that
fighting
kind of
for my
made me a
life.
little emotional
Yeah,
a little bit because
and
I
you
didn't
said fuck
know
us.
I
And I
said
was
that.
like, wow. And I have never said anything bad about your baby. I feel that I don't like that shit talking about kids. I don't like none of that shit. I've always said that. So the B sector ain't my forte. I like doing serious issues. So, but it's cool. Like it ain't nothing to drag on. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
What
I'm not gonna sit here and
my
I'm not
son
gonna
want to
make
say?
an excuse.
My son want to say something to you. I told you he like you. Go ahead. You can say something real quick.
I think you are hilarious.
Uh, uh, Thank you. Listen, bro, I apologize for to you and your family. I didn't even know I said that. Like
Yeah, you
around
did.
that time, so many people was coming at me and just making up stuff, and you know, I don't. I'm kind of shocked because I really like your mom. I really do, and she know that. I respect her a lot. So I do apologize from the heart.
Can
I
I
It's
really
can
do.
cool.
I say something, Ken?
It's cool. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes.
I want to say something to Ken. So Ken had a comment up there, which somewhere back here, he was like, I'm close to you too. Ken has really been a sweetheart to me, even on my time being away from YouTube. as well as Food Junkie. And for those to be two brothers, I really want to say that because I think a lot of time the men in this sector, they really get a hard time. And also Third, I cannot forget about my Third. Let me tell you something. Third reached out to me, I think more than I would say between Third and Jasmine, which Jasmine's a girl, but so her too. But Third really reached out to me a lot during my time. And I just wanted to say that because a lot of times we do come down hard on the men and we talk about the men, you know, towards the women. But I have to say that those brothers, Third, Kenola, and Food Junkie, have been all very sweet and caring during my time. And
YouTube cameras, I advise you not to play with me right now, lady, because I'm really on some malicious shit with your friend, ma'am. If I was you, I would mind my business.
Wait, what did I miss?
I'm sorry. I'm just picking up the slick shit. I advise that hoe not to play with me right now because she's going to get the exact same thing her friend is about to get. So I advise her to mind her damn business, and that's all I'm gonna tell her.
Lord,
like these people is taking my kindness for weakness. Like I feel like I just been letting a lot of stuff slide, but I'm not about to keep playing with y'all. I'm just not.
You know, and I know how you feel. You know that's what it was with me too. And then you got the people high with all y'all was fake assholes when all that shit was going on. I don't forget not one person who was fake as fuck. I don't forget some of the comments. And at that time, my father was dying, so my head wasn't in the right place. But now I'll cuss any motherfucking body out that want to play any type of games with me. It's on rotation.
And they was telling me some different stuff. And you right about that.
Yeah, I know that's what it was because I was hearing shit too. So the thing was, it's a couple people in the chat right now. Y'all think it's fuck, and I swear to God, if my kids wasn't here and I wasn't on some other shit, I would. And this Shelly channel and she on a different channel, I would let y'all punk fake asses have it. I'm gonna be cool because of Shelly. The thing is, I appreciate that.
Okay, YouTube cameras. These two women up here know that I can be a very malicious ass nigga. You know what?
What
I got you. I got you. I guess I gotta show you exactly how the fuck I am, bitch. I got you. Go ahead, y'all. I'm not gonna say nothing else on this platform. I got you.
I am so confused.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
no. See the thing is.
Before you, okay, go. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I don't want to cut you off.
See, she's trying to take up for that bum ass hoe Kiki, and she's jumping into something that she know nothing about. And what I'm about to do, Kiki, I don't care how much money you claim you got, YouTube cameras, girl, but you don't want to get me on your bad side, bitch. You don't. Trust me. Bitch, your husband can't fuck with me, ho. And that's on God.
When I tell you I'm so confused because I think that YouTube cameras is just as sweet.
That bitch is weird. She's messy. She's weird and messy. And y'all have to pay attention to the slick shit that she does. She's weird. With her alien head looking ass.
Okay. I'm gonna say this to you, and then I'm gonna ask you something. I'm gonna ask you something else. I want to add something else to what I was about to say. When you saying you didn't remember saying it, I don't want to offend you when I'm about to say what I'm about to say, but sometimes you remind me of myself. You know, when I do like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 bipolar, and I don't know if you have bipolar or not, but sometimes you move like you have bipolar, and I'm not excusing anybody with bipolar, but sometimes when you black out like that, you will say stuff that you don't even mean. Because I remember the first time when me and Nika got into an argument, and I don't know if you remember this, Detroit 313. I had said something like, "Fuck you and fuck your son," or something like that, or "Fuck your grandson."
I remember that.
Simone, you know that's not even me. You know that's not even me. And even though there has been hurt and disappointment or whatever, when it comes to Nika, how have I always told you I felt about Nika? Lay it out there.
The last conversation we had was, you can't even stay mad at Nika. You love Nika. That was the last conversation we had. You say it all the time. My only thing with Ken was I had never done anything to him. That's the part that hurt me because I've actually
That's
defended him,
correct.
fell out with people because I defended him. So the thing was for me, like, damn, I never. Why am I catching this bullet? It was bad enough that everybody jumped fake because it was their favorite commentators, but Ken now see how it is. How it is, people jump on whoever side that they like the most, and whoever this, and half
Yep.
the time they be
Yep.
doing all the fuck shit. They the ones doing the shit, but people jump because they favorites. Don't nobody have their own mind, and people didn't like me because I didn't follow the leader. I had my own mind. I don't because you didn't like Nika. Did I ever stop liking you, Shelly? I never got in the middle of it. I stayed out of it, and I tried
Right.
to bring
And
y'all closer.
some people don't know how to do that. And some stuff I don't put even my mouth on, especially like other sectors. Like, okay, let's just talk about the what they call it, the island or whatever. I didn't make no commentary about what was going on with them with court, but what I did say is I thought it was wrong as hell to be having a camera all up in somebody's face or whatever. At that point, you harassing somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's harassment.
That was wrong.
Right? So I said that. But I never and made no live or went crazy about it. But when I had a situation with Danielle and me and Benz was into something, this person went and paid for records and was over there reading stuff and getting all involved in it. What if I would have went and involved myself in what they had going on at the court the other day? I didn't involve myself. I didn't go get no transcripts. I didn't go contact the court and ask for a hidden camera so I could see her in the hallway and see, because it's not my business. It's not my business about no relationship stuff and all this other kind of crazy stuff. Now, I would speak about, like I said, Kiki is beef sector, right? So I'm beef sector. Triple OG just fact. So if I want to speak about something that's dealing with the beef sector, I can. So even like with that, I say to you, Ken, the situation that you and Kiki have, is this something that y'all can dead or it is to the dirt? You can't.
It's over with. It's to the dirt. What I'm about to do to her, it's to the dirt. It's over with because I don't. And I'm with Miss Detroit on this. People know what's going on and people know the truth, but they will sit back and go along with that lie just because people don't like that person. Now, you know, a lot of people don't like me. Y'all know I don't care. I say stuff so they don't like me. It gives me pleasure. But the thing is, if you know that somebody is lying on somebody and they're making stuff up, you don't have to like me, but you can't call yourself a real human being if you going along with that lie just because you don't like somebody. And they know that Kiki is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. She's a liar. She have several different people in her head and her body. Kiki do this every year. She will be sober for a few, and then she go right back to drinking again. So I mean, I don't like the fact that they actually sitting here and letting this lady lie, saying that I tried to mess with that lady. Went to the police station. This is what y'all don't know. She went to the cops and said I tried to get with her daughter, meaning I tried to fool with her. That's a lie, lady.
And she made a report. She actually made a police report on that.
Wow.
Yes. Yep. Yes. She also did a petition online. Lied on a petition. But see, by me being a parent, I did my own police report. And they told me if I decide to press charges, they're going to go get her daughter. CPS is going to go take her daughter out that house. I never decided to press charges yet.
I'm going to say this, and I'm not even going to get all into it, and Ken will know exactly what I'm talking about. There is something that kind of involve me and Ken, and I could say it dealt with my family, and I say it dealt with my daughter. Ken ain't never been disrespectful towards my daughter. So I'm not going to say what he did or didn't do, but I don't think he did nothing disrespectful to anybody else's daughter because I never seen that side.
No.
You know what I'm talking about, Ken?
Yes. Oh, yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I know Ken from day one since he came on here. Ken, the worst thing he's ever did was cuss. a kid out. That's the worst.
I'm the sweetest person, though. Y'all know I like to help people, and that's my weakness. I like to help people, and I know that they're gonna turn on me. I know they're gonna stab me in the back. And Miss Detroit and Cheryl, you know this. I still will help them. That's just how I was raised. But y'all just don't, man. If I say what I need to say, y'all will look at this girl different. Man, look, listen. That baby tried to commit suicide twice. If it wasn't for me, that baby wouldn't even be here. But I'm not going to talk about it.
I hate to see people who have a real friendship and then those friendships are destroyed, because I feel like y'all really had a real friendship. I saw when you did that interview with her. Remember, I told you, and I was like, Ken, you did so good on that. Everybody was coming down hard on her, and you brought her over there. Y'all had that interview and stuff like that. I even seen the relationship that you had with Snoop. And even though I don't know her like that, and I don't fool with her or whatever, I still don't like to see friendships fall apart. And I've seen the way how you and her used to be so tight, and now y'all beefing. I truly hate to see stuff like that.
But Shell, God do stuff for a reason. God do stuff for a reason, and I'm gonna pay attention to that, because they know what's going on, Shells. They know what's going on, because I had several. I'm gonna turn it down, bro. I had several conversations with these people behind the scenes. I showed them receipts behind the scenes, but just because they have so much hate for the person that, you know, I'm so-called friends with, and me and you not even friends like that. She just was clearing up that lie that Kiki was telling. They still didn't care about that. They didn't care about the fact that lady said that I tried to fool her daughter. They didn't care about that. They only tried to get even with the other person.
Yeah.
So it's cool. It's cool.
A lot of this court stuff, it kind of has to come to end. And I mean, I'm saying that, and shoot, I might be the one. I might go to the courts at some point in time. Who knows? I don't know. Or I might be in the court system at some point in time over this stuff. I don't know. But I do think
to this SJ person, see, here's where a lot of y'all are. I'm sorry for cutting you off, because I know you hate that.
Oh, no.
Here's where a lot of y'all people are slow. Y'all don't, and that's why I tell y'all don't know what goes on in people's friendship. Y'all don't know what people talking about behind the scenes. I showed the receipts where I stopped that baby, where I talked to her and told her that don't make no sense to do nothing like that, because she's being selfish. So before you open up your damn mouth, pay attention and look at it. Start from the beginning and then come to now. A lot of y'all be having so much hate and jealousy, and y'all be so angry, y'all don't even know what the fuck y'all talking about. And YouTube cameras, you weird bitch, you know the truth. But you just mad because I cut your ass out. But you gonna be all right.
Lord, I think that's
weirdo.
Y'all can resolve that at some point in time. The thing with you and Kiki, I think that's just a lot deeper.
I don't want to be friends with that lady. I just rather us not. I'm good. Because once I see that you cool with going along with a lie, yeah, I don't respect you. I'm good on you.
If she came on the link right now, and I'm not saying she would, I doubt she watches me, but if she was to come on the link right now, or if Octavius was to come on the link right now, you think y'all could ever have a civilized conversation?
I don't rock with no Octavius. Octavius need to go die with his daddy.
Oh my Jesus!
It's over with for him. It's over with for him, because he's another one that's a liar.
Certain people, it's over with. It'll never be. But the thing is, can they just coexist? Can she go?
Yeah, coexist is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about being friends.
But Shells,
I know what you're saying.
But Shells, he know everything that Kiki sent me. He knew about it before I exposed it. He knew about it. I told him about it. Said, bro, your girl is texting me from her new number. Before I exposed that Kiki did that, I told that nigga. You know what he did? Came out here and said that I was jealous of a woman that I never had. So that nigga ain't no man. He doing it for clout just like she's doing it for clout. And I don't want to talk to. I don't want to do none of that.
Wow. It's so. I mean, do you think that there's abort mission? Oh shit! Let me find my. Okay, keep on talking. Let me go on mute for a second.
But if you want me to talk to YouTube cameras, I don't have a problem. I never had a problem with that lady. But it's just that y'all need to stop going along with people's lives just because y'all cool with them. That tells me in the real world that y'all are weird.
YouTube cameras, are you willing to come up here and have a conversation with Ken? And what I would hope that y'all could do is, and even with you, Ken, is maybe don't come at her in that aggressive way. You know what I mean? And y'all just have a civilized conversation, because maybe it's something that can be deaded. Because I feel like whatever y'all got going on, it really ain't that deep. The thing with Kiki, I don't know. You talking about police reports. I didn't even know all that type of stuff was going on. So
me neither.
Oh, it's over with for Kiki. It's over. It's done.
I could say I understand how he feel though. I've been there. I feel like with him, a couple people, it's nothing could ever be said to me that I could ever say anything to them again. But I do think, hey, YouTube cameras, girl, me and her is cool. I like YouTube cameras. I do feel that you two could maybe have a civilized conversation. But again, now I know you.
YouTube cameras. I don't have no beef with you, ma'am. I told you that.
Me. I don't care. You can bark as loud as you want from the D. But my thing is, women can take that as aggressive. Because Ken, my son be sitting here dying laugh. When I tell you, my son be hollering.
I didn't even know he still be watching. He still be watching me.
Said something, and he was like, "Mama, did he say something, bitch?" I said, "Yes." Me and my son busted. My son 27, so he grown before anybody have a comment. But the thing is, I'm saying sometimes you are aggressive, and like me, I've been knowing you from day one, so your aggressive don't phase.
Yeah.
But people who are newer, and I do see it's a lot of new people, which some of you new people need to go back, look at other videos before you jump y'all asses in here and jump on people and say shit
exactly
nothing about and assume shit about people. Now I agree with him on that, because I've been there before. That's some fucked up shit. You don't even know the person and you sitting up there calling him names and different names. And if you knew him, you would know Ken is not like that. Ken talks a lot of shit. Now don't get me twisted. And he will say some of the cruelest, meanest shit if you push him. But for the most part, he is not like that. He told me, fuck me and my daughter, and I'm sitting here having a conversation with him. So
and I think YouTube cameras.
And I really, really apologize. I swear I apologize.
Did nothing to Ken. Then a conversation could be had, but I do feel like YouTube cameras seem like a very sweet lady, and she don't seem like, maybe you come across aggressive. That's all I'm saying. Your aggression, Ken, was scare even the strongest person. You do be like, you bald-headed bitch. You go in, Ken. And
people had me thinking, Miss Detroit, that, you was doing stuff and saying stuff, but when I seen it myself, that all I see her do is take up for me. All I say, even when I curse you out, I'm like, this lady not doing the stuff that so-and-so saying. Like, I'm confused. You feel what I'm saying? So, I mean,
that's all.
Yeah, you never did me nothing.
I was being friends to everybody, but everybody wasn't being friends to me. But it's cool. We over that. We passed that. But I just was saying, Kiki, that's the only thing. Even if you handle your situation with Kiki, I know you. Just be level-headed. You ain't even got to come on here and tell what you're going to do. Just do it. Because these people, no matter what you do, they're going to be like, oh, Ken, he aggressive. Ken this. You talking to little girls. Y'all don't know the 50,000 things for the past 3 years they done said about his daughter either. While we talking. So,
YouTube cameras.
Story. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm sorry. It's not the fact that I'm not saying that you're scared of me. It's not that you shouldn't be scared of nobody. What I'm saying is y'all act like y'all don't see when people is using y'all to attack other people. And like I told you, I don't have no beef with you. I'm just good because of how that situation happened. And they know what they was doing. You didn't know, but they knew exactly what they was doing on your panel. They knew it. So, and like I said, I don't have no problems with you. I don't, ma'am. My focus is on one person and one person only. That's it. Anybody else, y'all can say whatever y'all want. I mean, we all know I don't care. I mean, just don't get mad when I say mine's back. That's all I got to say.
And a lot of this paperwork stuff is crazy too, because the people live in different states. So it's like if somebody put that paperwork on you and you don't have the time nor the money or whatever to go travel to fight against some YouTube stuff, then you might end up having something on your record over some of that stuff. So to me, I think that's what's crazy. And welcome, Paulette,
I mean, this
Bree, and Candy.
all is just because I didn't want to talk to the lady. Like, ma'am, I told you my wife said I couldn't be cool with you anymore. Like, I mean, we agreed. You said okay, I said okay, and that was it. But you doing all that extra stuff and trying to tell people I'm jealous and mad, and like, come on, man. You know good damn well I'm not jealous or mad at no nigga you got, ma'am. Come on. Octavius, ma'am.
It's kind of crazy even on this YouTube how you can even be cool with one content creator, but then if you get too close to another content creator, you end up having beef with that other content creator. Even as a woman, they do that nonsense. I've had people that start a beef with me go tell lies because then I become closer to another content creator, or me and that other content creator talking behind the scenes or whatever it is. It's like, oh, you can only be cool with me and not all these said people. You know what I mean? They don't talk to nobody else but them. And then if you go ahead and communicate with everybody else, then they got to tell lies on you or start a beef or do all this crazy stuff for no reason. And at the end of the day, one thing I can say about every last one of us up here on this platform right now, we all have a spouse. We all have children. We all have people who actually love us in real life. So have that. That's what I want to say. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you ain't never gonna be it alone. You see what I'm saying? Even if your wife go sleep on the goddamn couch, you still got your daughter. Right? A lot of people don't have that. They come on here, they hurting. They want other people to hurt as much as they hurting. Because if you're that happy in your life, you don't come on here and focus on people that's not thinking about you. You don't come on here to fight with people that ain't said shit to you. If you happy in real fucking life, you know what I'm saying? If you out on site, you married and you married and you happy and your man or whoever whatever treating you good, you don't go, especially running somebody else's room with somebody else's name in the comments. You don't do that when you have happiness for real. You don't wake up thinking about other people. You wake up thinking about, first person you should be thinking about is the man up above, okay? But you should be thinking about the person you love, thinking about yourself. Get up first thing in the morning. You doing this. Somebody, the person you typing about, your name ain't even crossed their mind, and God knows when. Some of these people, I would never even hear them or even skate past them if it wasn't for the fact that I support Kimmy or Jay Wilson or Ken. I would never even bypass these people nowhere because we would never be in the same circles. We would never be at the same restaurant. We would never be on the same airline. We would never be in the same hotel. We would never, ever, ever have a reason to be in the presence of each other than them people. So it's necessary. April, why you didn't join the cooking challenge, girl? So, and Ken, I still want you to come up with an idea on what you was talking about too. As far as like the men versus the women.
I think I'm gonna do it next week after them two get better. But I'm gonna wind up getting sick too again. But but I'll figure out. I'll do it next week. Is it but yeah, New Orleans is. It can be cooking. It can be baking because I want to go against Brianna in baking because Brianna know how to bake. So I want to challenge Brianna in the bake off.
Well, see, this is what I was thinking about the contest that's coming up. And I was saying the other day, I said, I seen the rest of them cook. We got, I think somebody, Demetria, she's new, just added to it. I thought King Roman was cooking, but he's actually going to be a judge. He's not cooking this time. That's what I heard last night. But I said Brianna is the one I think they're going to have to watch out for, because I know that Brianna can bake, and you can bake, you can damn sure cook. Because I know a lot of people who can cook well, but they can't bake. You know what I mean? So if you can bake, I believe you probably can cook. So I think she may be the one that maybe they're not thinking about that's going to come in and like really do the damn thing. That's who I would be concerned about if I was in the contest.
And wait a minute, I do want to say why I got both of y'all on here. I don't like how y'all went in on women who don't know how to cook. Ken was You and Ken
that was Malik. That was Malik.
Some of us do have careers. Oh, Malik, that
Wait,
was
hold up.
husband. Some of us do have careers. I do know how to cook, but I ain't the best at it. Now, I ain't gonna say I do know how to cook.
That's the difference.
But,
you know how to cook.
Right. But
I don't accept the women who don't know how to cook.
Lasagna. But I said, oh, I'm sorry, babe. What I said was, damn, they just going in on women. Just damn, maybe some of us had careers that had to have our kids. Maybe we had time to learn how to cook.
That was funny though. Malik was playing too, boy.
And I'm speaking for those women because I can cook 75% of the things. So I just had to say that y'all was wrong yesterday, and I saw it, and it was shady as hell going in on women who didn't know how to cook.
It's so useful. It's not, especially if you have kids. If you got kids, and the only thing you know how to do is boil hot dogs in the microwave. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? No. You should.
But I don't think that is. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I don't think that it's fair that the straight men can't. Why we can't be a part of the competition that they got going on? Like that's.
Who said that?
Like to me, that's not fair. Well, you know that we can't. Pizarro not letting nobody over there. That's why I think they should have it on somebody else's platform.
Wait a minute. Why? Wait, I don't think that's true. I thought the
it's
was open to everybody. Did you?
No, it's not straight men.
What the hell? No. I forgot because Pizarro won't be on the panel with a straight man. I fucking got that part. Okay.
But But that's why they should have it somewhere where everybody can join, especially if it's the men versus the women.
Yeah, y'all forgot about that. I forgot about that because I'm like, wait a minute, but I forgot. Shit, I forgot about that. Well, maybe like her and Brianna can alternate it. You see what I'm saying? Because they basically have the same supporters pretty much, and they pretty much have the same platform. Even though I know Pizarro's platform, I feel like is a little bit more open, where everybody's welcome to be in the chat, versus where with Brianna, if she beefing with you and she ain't fucking with you and you block, then bitch, you don't need to be there. You know what I mean? So that.
But if it's a challenge for everybody, it need to be on somebody platform where everybody, can join and actually have fun. And YouTube camera says she been cooking since she was 13. Yeah, that my wife, yeah, she been cooking since she was 10. And my daughter 13 and she be cooking. So I think it's 2023. People should know how to cook in 2023 now.
Here y'all go with that shit.
Well,
no. Wait a minute. Shell, somebody wants you to drop the link in the chat. Some of us went to college, had to do 4 years, had babies in college, like myself, and still, now I can't get into, because I know Ken can really cook, because Ken one day showed us how to, on Boss Lady channel, do croquettes. What was that, beignets, Ken?
Oh, that was beignets and pot rings.
Yep, and he was telling us how to do the glaze and everything, and Ken used to post his food.
That was fun.
A long time ago. He should focus on his cooking. But
I got a challenge for everybody.
And them ladies were sitting there writing everything down. He was saying to get that glaze and everything right. So
Chef, it was packed. The panel was jumping, and we actually had fun that day. Like they really was writing down.
You do it then.
Yeah, we did.
You could
we
do
did.
men versus women. And here's the thing though, what you could do, right? Because if you're gonna cook, you can add. Remember when I was saying yesterday, and I was telling y'all about the co-hosting or whatever? You could have somebody else host, and they could host it, and so they would be in charge of moving the camera to different people and putting it on you and blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
Because your platform, you know what I'm saying? Because if you're saying that everybody's welcome, no matter what, even for that time, you could probably just hit the button and unblock their, start fresh or whatever. But you can do it on your platform, and even say if you needed me to, and I'm not saying I want to be the one or I got to be a part of it, but I wouldn't mind hosting it for you on your channel. That way, you're gonna get your money, you're gonna get the cash apps, but I would be the person to just jump from like basically like a what's the word? Y'all help me out, like a I don't want to say like a producer, almost like I would just be clicking.
No, you're talking about an advisor type of advice.
Yeah, like kind of like the about you just put your camera on, sis. Hit the button one time by the mute button, and put your camera off.
Last down.
Okay.
But
yeah, so I think some men cook better than women. Yeah, I seen that at the macaroni challenge. I was embarrassed. I was like, how these men just come and smoke these?
Yeah, that tripped me out.
Y'all come against Ken. I'm telling you, Ken can cook his ass off now. Y'all can get mad at him. I can vouch for him.
But I can't do nothing like that in the sector, because like when you cut your camera on, or if, say for instance, I'm gonna keep going along with this I don't have a job stuff, but Miss Detroit, you know what it is. I can't show them nothing like that, because they're gonna either try to dox me or get me fired. And when I first started, I was doing stuff like that, but
you are.
I can't do that no more.
Girl, they try to get me fired from T.S. Madison, and I ain't on the payroll.
Girl, I remember that. I remember that, Shelly, and he showed me how to go without shellfish, because I'm allergic to shellfish. So he showed me a way to make it without putting shellfish in it. So he can cook, y'all. I will tell y'all that.
What if Ken was the judge then? Ken could host it.
Now that'll be fun.
You see what I'm saying? And you could have somebody probably like Yusef. I don't know if you like Yusef, but like Yusef could do the cooking.
Cool.
King Roman, huh?
Yeah, he cool. I don't have a problem with Yusef.
King Roman, you and Rick Reed cool, right?
Yeah, Rick could be a judge too.
We ain't doing none of that Rick Reed shit. No, we ain't doing none of that.
Come on, bro.
No, bro. I mean, what's up,
Rick?
I ain't got no problem with you, man. But we ain't doing no Rick Reed.
And
no.
Brooke said,
but it's a competition, bro.
I hear you.
Brooke, don't get me started, Brooke. Come on now.
You know we can go.
Oh yeah, man, you good, bro. I ain't tripping.
Wait a minute. Wait, is Brooke protesting because she didn't win the competition?
I think you would have won, Brooke, if you.
And she didn't
be quiet.
Hey, Valentine, yeah, you probably could have won that shit.
You could have won if you didn't do that. Like that would mess you up, because everything else you had was it was good until you did that.
Yeah, she played it the hell out that food.
And
I would pick Brooke. What up? Malik doing you Malik doing you Ken.
Yeah, I like how Malik judged too. Yeah.
But I think maybe you could have more women per se judging, because you don't have a lot of men as an option to do it. You could ask James to join. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Uncle James know how to cook. Yeah. Right. But I was gonna ask people from the black sector and the Mo 3 sector too.
Can y'all hear me?
Do that?
Pull a man from each sector.
Hello, everybody. Hey, y'all.
What's
hey,
up,
Brooke.
Hey, Brooke.
Hey, sis.
I agree.
I came up here.
Macaroni and cheese did look the best as far as coloring and everything. It was just the onions. If it had not been for the onions, she should have won.
Mac and cheese looked whack. I should have won.
Nah, Rico. Not the right person won. Rico, the right person won. I can't lie.
The crazy part. both challenges I should have won. It's not my fault that people don't know what egg foo young is. For the ones who eat it, they know who it was.
Yeah,
For
man. Who
those
the
who
fuck
don't,
don't
Oh,
know
that's
who
what that
egg foo young?
was.
Who
yes,
don't know who egg foo young is?
But
people
okay,
who
you should have
know
said that.
Wait, when
that's
did
what
she
it
make egg
was.
foo young?
I just
Who
put I
don't
just
know who that
I
is?
added crab. I added crab meat to it. Like you can add chicken to it, you can add pork
Yeah,
to it.
you can have whatever. You can have a
Right. I just
combo.
added crab. Correct. And my plating
Well,
on
but you
both
didn't say that though.
challenges.
I
I
didn't know what it
did.
was because
It
you
was
ain't say.
crab egg foo young. Yes, it was.
Look.
It was crab egg foo young. Yes, it was. No, that's neither there nor never did.
Oh, you
Neither
could have
did.
won then.
But it wasn't that I could have won. I already knew I wasn't going to win either challenges. It's because of the playing field. So that part I already knew ahead of time that I wasn't going to win. It didn't matter what I cooked. I was not
Y'all
going to
playing
win
too
because
much,
of
man. Egg foo young is
whatever.
American.
But I still
Hold
did
up,
it
Ab. So you
because I
talking?
wanted to do it.
We can barely hear Brooke. Hold on a second.
Shut up.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Hold
So
on,
wait a
on mute
minute.
for a
So
second.
wait a minute, Brooke. You changed the rules and made your own dish.
Wait a minute, hold on. Okay, there we go. I'm back. Can you? Is this better?
I can hear you, Brooke. Did you?
I
So you
Yeah.
changed
Oh,
the rules?
so that's why she didn't win. Go
Where
ahead,
was
bro.
the egg foo young at? I'm confused. When
Okay,
did
is
she
this
cook
better?
that?
That's what she
Yeah,
made.
we can hear you,
She didn't
Brooke.
make macaroni
Why
and
can't I
cheese.
hear you?
She made egg foo young.
Hold on. Just kidding.
So that's why she lost because it was mac and cheese challenge.
Okay, there we go.
Oh,
Can y'all hear me
okay.
now?
Wait, hold up. Y'all telling me that macaroni and cheese was egg foo young?
No,
Yes.
no, it's not.
I'm
Stop
about
it.
to say,
Okay, I thought that's
what's
what you
No.
were saying,
going on
Brooke. You
here?
lost.
No. Okay. So the first challenge was the dish challenge. So I cooked the crab egg foo young. The second challenge was the mac
Wait,
and
where was
cheese
the
challenge.
first challenge at?
It was on Miss Dio's platform.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what that was.
okay. So who won that one?
Um
Who won
King
that?
Roman, no, King Roman was came in runner up. Lisa G won first place. And then King Roman
Lisa G. You talking about one of the
Yeah.
twins?
Yes. Yep.
I think King Roman should have won that though.
Wow, that wasn't even a complete meal. And listen, I like King Roman. That wasn't no complete meal. It was just wings. I'm not understanding. Like people who was doing. Here's the crazy part. I think Lisa should have won, but if she would have came in second place, that would have been fine because she still had like the Sunday dinner thing, but you couldn't really see it.
Right.
The camera was
That's
like
true.
you couldn't really see it, or you can, you kind of vision it, think what it was. But when I tell you
Mhm.
that came through, I came through. But that's neither here nor there. I don't care. I still had a good time. I got a couple of cash apps. I was happy. So when I did the mac and cheese challenge, here's the crazy part. I already knew people was gonna turn their nose. Tell me why I had over 20 people who said to me at even any given time afterwards, that mac and cheese do taste good, and it actually did what you said it was gonna do with the marshmallows.
She
A
said
lot of
do
people
what you
said
said.
that. Yeah, because they couldn't understand the marshmallow concept on top. And I'm
What they
like,
think you
dog.
was gonna do?
Well, what happens is if you use like a cheddar or like a sharp cheddar, if you use a lot of cheeses, the marshmallows basically blends like it makes everything form together. So it gives you not a sweet taste, but it gives you like when people use condensed milk. We have a lot of people who use pet milk or condensed milk. It places that. So I don't have to use condensed milk or that I would use
Nah,
marshmallows.
that's real shit.
But here's the problem with that, Brooke. This is the problem. Marshmallows are too sweet. They sweet. So you can't taste the actual mac and cheese with the marshmallows.
Yeah, but nah, bro,
It's too that overpowers everything.
But
Yes,
what
you
you
can.
saying though is got
Yes, you
it
can.
hit on something. She put marshmallows in there.
But you saw
can.
how many marshmallows she put?
It was a lot. I told
That
you.
was the thing, Brooke. You saturated that pan
Uh,
with marshmallows.
Yes, you
I
overpowered
didn't
it.
even look. Nah, I didn't see it. I'm sorry,
No, but
y'all.
what
I
I'm
didn't
saying
see
is,
it. I'm
okay,
thinking
y'all
about
are
what you're
talking
saying.
about. I showed y'all what it was before I put it in the oven, right? When I took it out
Mhm.
and stared it, my mac and cheese looked and sounded like some good yak.
You said it looked it and sounded like.
Yeah, it looked at it and it sounded it like.
So
How
Brooke,
you
do
sound
Yeah,
it
it
like?
make
looked at it.
do it make it
Okay.
sweet? Does it
Lady
does
Star,
it
hold on one second. Lady Star, if you accidentally got timed out, we apologize. That was a mistake by my moderator. And I'm just saying for the record, I don't have a problem with anybody.
It wasn't
I'm
me.
lost.
If I have
She
you
I don't
said
know
blocked,
who
it
it
don't be
was.
sounded
here.
like.
Hold up. If I have you blocked, don't be here. But I don't have a problem with anybody being here, even if y'all just throwing like light shade and shit like that. Like I don't want people to feel like they can't come here. It's just I just ask you to be
Mhm.
respectful. over here with.
All right, bitch, man. My bad, girl. You know, my bad, folks.
But Mark also too. Pam
Shelly,
said
I
she's
just want
gonna
to ask
make.
Brooke, do it make it sweet? Do it offset the cheddars, or do you only use one sharp cheese? Do you mix different cheeses? Is my question. I didn't see the challenge, so I'm
Yes,
trying to.
I actually made my
Okay,
own rule. Yes, I made my
okay,
own rule.
okay.
Your
And I
rule was
mixed the
looking
different
good,
cheeses.
Brooke. The rule was looking good. You had
Yeah.
it. And I feel like also too, if you would have snuck the marshmallows in, like if you would have just on the low drop one or two, mix it in with the cheese, maybe we would. You could have
But but shells,
Right? Aren't you?
but shells, it's called mac and cheese. You all the rest of that stuff. Yeah.
Aren't you a chef?
Yeah.
Don't you consider
Yes.
yourself a chef? So for you to even say what you're saying is weird because the top 5 macaroni and cheese dishes, 2 out of the 5 are made with marshmallows. Like you should know that.
No, they're not.
No,
No, they're.
my brother
I
is
strongly disagree.
my brother
never heard no
is
shit like that.
man.
We never put that in our food in New Orleans. And then the noodles that they use, we don't use noodles like that.
Exactly. But here's the crazy part. Y'all make mac and cheese with spaghetti noodles. So
yes,
that's nasty. Ew.
No, that's the way, Brooke. That's the correct way.
Wait a minute, you don't use elbow noodles?
No,
now y'all know I don't even cook like that. I know you use elbow noodles.
Yeah, that's the noodles you use, and then you don't have to put all of those cheeses in there because that don't make no sense. They was just overpowering the whole dish.
But it did not. But do you see how it's a difference in every part of the world or every part, at least in the States?
No, man, my brother is an American chef, and I took him to his classes every day. My brother he's a chef. You feel me? So I know he eat food that I don't like to eat. When he see red and pink and shit and chicken, he be like, man, it's just such and such temperature. I don't give a fuck about the temperature, man. It don't look right. You know what I'm saying? But my brother be on that shit, though. He be like, yeah, it's cooked to the goodness, man. Man, fuck all that. You know?
But you can't put no marshmallows in mac and cheese, bro.
No, we're not doing that.
Try it.
Ken, that's facts, folks. No, we're not doing that.
Try it.
I think Absol got a delay.
I think he got a delay too. Yeah. Pam said
my bad. I apologize, y'all, man. But we're not putting marshmallows in no cheese.
Just stay your ass in a box because I'm in a box, honey.
So does it make it sweet? Because Blind Spot said it made it sweet when she did it, and then Pam said she's gonna make some, which I hope she does a video, like a review on it. But Brooke, that could be a challenge for you, even though people might not want to waste their damn money. But you could do a macaroni and marshmallow challenge,
Listen, y'all have to stop using y'all closed mind and use your open mind.
Wow.
Right? When you're using the marshmallows, if you decide to use it, you don't need nothing else in it. Don't use no condensed milk. Don't use no pet milk. Just use the marshmallows, and you don't have to use
stop using.
Brooke, here's the problem, Brooke. You mixing marshmallows with cheese.
Yeah, it dissolves in the cheese, Ken. It don't sit on top. You don't eat it like a s'more. You don't eat it like a s'more.
Lord have mercy, Jesus.
Won't you try it? Instead of you saying
no, we will not try.
You know what, Brooke? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna just do it just to do it.
Don't try.
How you think? Listen, how do you think chefs do and get how they get? Chefs try different things and different items with different
but we don't. Nah, come on, bro.
That's crazy.
If you are doing
why you mad at me?
Yeah. You want to try some nachos?
Why you mad at me?
Come on, man.
Get out. Get into
That's too funny. But y'all see how much fun we have in like actually talking about it, discussing it, and I think that'll be fun if this was to happen, especially the men versus the women.
It's gonna be on your toilet.
You can't
yeah, that's gonna be on your toilet. That ain't fun. That just ain't fun, bro.
Where's Malik at? What Malik? Man, go get Malik back. Oh my God.
He probably in the chat.
You know
Oh
what?
my God, bro.
Ken, you know what? When y'all
What's
doing the
up, Hutch?
cooking,
What's
I
up,
don't know
Hutch?
if I got the mute you app, so you gotta leave out and come right back in because you way off from where we at.
Yeah, absolutely. You got a bad
You somewhere
what you
else.
call them?
I got a bad what?
I said leave out
Delay.
and
You
come
got a
back
delay,
in.
bro.
Oh, my bad, y'all. I apologize, man. Hey, Hutch, cut me off. I'll come back.
Okay.
So all the way behind.
Child way behind. So
And
what I was saying is like you saying men versus women, you could do that with the cooking, but y'all could also be having conversation at the same time because it's a
Yes.
lot of topics where men and women just can't seem to agree on it. Whether y'all take it all the way there, you know what I'm saying, like XXX, or whether y'all keep it cute, you know what I'm saying? Whether you just about you know, just relationship stuff. You could do that while you're doing it because it's so many different things with men versus women, or it could be just a debate on why do women cook more than men, or should a man be with a woman that can't cook? You know what I'm saying? Like it's so many different things.
But Shells,
Doing it.
I did do that before when I first came. Miss Detroit, Goddess Flow. Like some of the stuff that we talking about, I did do that at first. But
And we did
you
have
know,
fun.
I just went to flipping out on people.
Mhm.
Yeah, we had fun around that time, but
But can I
that
will say
bipolar
this.
just messed it up.
You need to be
Lord
set
have
the mic, girl.
mercy.
You so low.
I know because I can't talk so loud. I'm at work. I just wanted to say something real quick. What I was going to say was I just wanted to give y'all a disclaimer. Malik does not like my mac and cheese with the marshmallows. Okay, he does not like it. So I'm just letting y'all.
Oh, he told us yesterday. Trust me, he told us.
That shit. But me and Carter do, so that's all that matters. Okay.
Brooke, and your husband, and let me tell you, your husband do not like women that don't cook, baby. He let every woman out there that know him, Shelly and Ken, they was just going in on us business women who work.
He a whole lot.
And
I just started cooking 2 years ago. He cooked this whole entire
girl, he
relationship.
went,
Don't
girl,
ever
you
lie to
should
you
have
like that.
heard him. Girl, your husband
Talking
was
shit.
going in, Brooke, on women
Because
who
I know
can't
how to
cook.
cook now. That's probably why.
And I ain't gonna lie, Brooke, that crab cake sandwich you posted the other day, girl, that shit made me want to get in my car and drive now.
You should have came and got one, girl. It was so good. God damn it, I might go get me one today. That joint is so good.
And then look,
Lord.
I don't mean no harm, but if my girl Mo join any any cooking challenge, y'all better hope she don't enter because ain't a chance in hell y'all gonna win nothing. Okay.
Oh, see, I would like for her to see. I like people like you, like her.
If Nika enter, I'm telling y'all right now, y'all gonna have to be on y'all A game with Nika.
Yeah, she a chef too, ain't she?
Y'all know how to cook too. Like y'all know how to throw down.
Yeah, she was giving me tips and shit.
On the holidays, Nika make a 10-course meal. She was supposed to make me the strawberry crunch cake, and Kiki told her how to send it to me. You got to buy this bag at Sam's Club. That she cooked 20 different desserts, just giving that one example on a holiday. She had
I ain't gonna lie, Lady Nika know how to handle her business. And I don't know why she don't join though. Like, cause they know how to cook.
Nika will whoop ass. I'm just being maybe because that's my friend. I'm biased, yeah, but Nika will whoop ass. I'm telling you, Nika can throw down.
Well, I know
leave me to have alone.
Mo ain't to be played with, and if we was going to turn it into like a goddamn what Floyd Mayweather say, the money team. If we was to put bets on it, I had to put my money on Mo. You know what I'm saying?
But
and
look what her channel name
do the
is.
next competition. Start betting on this shit behind the scenes.
But look what her channel name is.
That'll be fun too.
Who would want to go up against that anyway? I would be like, I'm quitting. I ain't going.
Against
Mo's Kitchen.
Mo's Kitchen. Yeah, Mo.
Right.
Mo
She wins just off her name alone. Mo win off her name alone. You got it.
Look
girl.
her name.
Bam.
Mo's Kitchen. Damn.
But see, that's the problem. If it's men versus women, that go one of y'all women right there. That's one person right there. Lady Nika, Yaya. It's a lot of, it's a few. Brooke, you gotta decide what you're gonna cook.
I think
well, if anything, I would probably let my husband participate in this one.
Brooke, let me give you your flowers, right? Even though you didn't win, one thing that you let all women know when you gonna fix your man a plate, you present that shit like you about to feed a motherfucking king, bitch. That's what the
Look
fuck
like
it
a
is.
5-star restaurant plate.
Yes.
That's how I make their food every day. When I cook and bake large meals, I always make their food like presentation. I always do that.
Right,
It's
little drizzle, this or that. You know what I'm saying?
But you need to stop because your husband came on here and dogged us women out. That do not do that, honey. My husband, I
but
fix
he's
the
showing
plate now.
off because I know how to cook now. Because at
Wait a minute,
first
I
I
fix
wasn't
my
cooking.
husband's plate now, but I ain't drizzling nothing. He's lucky to get his ass this plate. For real, I
You
done been to
got
work 10
to.
hours a day.
But I
But
do that for everybody. I do it
but
for
your
him. I do it for the
husband,
kids.
when I was
I
sitting
do
here,
it for
I was sitting
everybody.
here like, damn, him and Shelly and Ken had me just like, well,
Who
damn, for
had you in the
real.
box?
Girl, they had me a little uptight, talking about something. And if a woman can't cook this, hell, you got kids, they can eat hot dogs and pork and beans. Shit, that's what we ate as kids.
Girl, did we ever, honey?
Girl,
Ooh, that's my favorite project. What?
Eat hot dogs and
That's
beans.
my favorite
Yeah.
project food.
What
On
you
God,
talking
I still eat that to this day.
Hey,
Me
Ken,
too.
so do I.
Hey, okay.
So do I.
I
Fuck it
still
up.
eat that shit too with some biscuits. Stop playing with them.
Girl, my son said he don't
What you
want
say,
no more
Shells?
damn pork and beans, so I can't
I
cook
said
that
I
no
still
more.
eat that shit to this day, Ken.
Girl, I'll eat me
Oh
some
yeah,
pork and beans.
I still
But
eat egg and rice. Like, come on, the project food. Like, man, I still eat
and,
all of that. We
and
can
then they
have a
started talking about that
pantry
government
full of
cheese.
food. I'm still gonna eat it.
Well, I do
Government cheese is that's the best cheese for your mac and cheese.
Yes, the government cheese is the best for lasagna. And that grape juice that they used to get in the can, I could not wait till my grandma got her shit every month. The little grape, the
the
juice in the
grape juice
can,
was good, but that what you said, the can,
and then the powdered milk, the powdered milk at the end of
the government cheese ain't good in no lasagna because that shit don't want to have fucking way milk.
My cousin makes the
It's a
best
lot of
lasagna with
that.
that
It's too
shit.
thick, and that
My
mug
cousin
will
makes
have
a
you
good
in that
lasagna.
bathroom.
Now grilled cheese, yeah, it'll make a damn good grilled cheese.
Make you full and go to fucking
A
bed.
fried bologna sandwich, shit. You got to do
It'll constipate you too. I was constipated a few times.
But see, you know what I want to have too, y'all. I want to have a fried chicken contest too because the way how I fry my chicken is unconventional, but my chicken looks like it comes directly out of a restaurant, honey, a 5-star restaurant. Because I double dip my batter.
Can you use a deep fryer in this, or do you got to fry it on a stove?
No, you got to fry on that stove, honey. You got to fry
so
on
cast
that.
iron.
I'm glad she asked that because once I got my air fryer, that was the best investment that I ever spent any money on, and I love it. Now I hardly ever want to do anything else but that air fryer. So that was a good question.
Yeah,
and
that was a good
Blind Spot
question.
says she's never had hot dogs and beans. What is she missing out on, child?
Girl,
You ain't never had poke and beans and hot dogs?
Baby, I had them all the time.
Blind Spot. Oh,
Shit, my
poor
grandma
baby.
do rice hot dogs, and she make this little sauce. She said she learned it cause my grandmother from Florida. Something that she made this little sauce with it, and my granddaddy, my grandfather's Cuban. Something he brought from Havana, and my grandmother makes it every Friday. That's what we would eat when he would come home from work. He worked at Ford, and give her the check. She would have that plate sitting right there for him. It was rice hot dogs and some type of sauce. I'm telling you to this day, I have never
any kind of beans.
Let me give you
Any kind of beans we was using back in the day.
Let me give you a no, I do not put marshmallows in the goddamn fried chicken. Y'all get on my nerves. So Blind Spot, quickly. Get some what's the thing called? Baked beans. What's the dog? The one with the dog? What's his name?
What you talking about? Black beans?
No. The beans. Bushes, yes. Get some Bushes baked beans. Take a 1/3 cup of vanilla and 1/3 cup of honey. Put it in there. Give them a little stir.
We gotta do the goddamn most. What the fuck is you talking about? Ain't none of us had that shit in our goddamn pork.
Now, Brooke, why you always gotta add a sweetener to it?
I like sweet and salty because you gotta put
Bitch, I know you gotta be diabetic. What the fuck going on? Ken, you know.
Yeah, what the hell is you adding honey for?
Because it tastes good.
Nobody got no extra fucking ingredients and shit.
Yeah, especially back in the day, you know. Yeah, we ain't had nothing to do all that back in the day. Mama used whatever she had in that motherfucker.
Shit. What are we doing?
My kids be asking for round twos when I make my baked beans, because I either take the hot dogs, I get the Thai dogs with the cheese in them, and then I cut them up.
I'm putting all y'all on mute for a second because y'all not gonna cut me off when I say this because I don't want to hear a goddamn thing. Now I'm gonna ask the chat. Press a 1 if I need to do a welfare check on Malik to make sure he's okay, because I'm starting to think that Brooke's trying to kill this man with motherfucking sugar, okay? Or trying to turn him into a goddamn diabetic and shit, okay? Press 1 if y'all concerned about Brooke and this stuff she talking about, because as a kid, didn't nobody have no extra money for that extra shit she talking about to put it in pork and beans hot dogs. That shit she talking about you can take with some milk and some bread and make some goddamn ghetto French toast or something. Press a 1 if y'all concerned for Malik, because right now I'm concerned. Do I goddamn it? We in Maryland. Do I got to drive down to
press a 1 if you put sugar in your pocket when you walk out the gas station, bro. You put them little packages of sugar in your pocket. Press 1.
Malik, if you ever need to be rescued,
with y'all.
Come right over here.
Filling packages of sugar, man.
None of us have sugar diet.
Some shit ain't right now, Brooke. Now you're doing too goddamn much now.
Yeah, I'm with Shells on this one, Brooke.
But it's only for stuff like this. Like, I don't add sugar to a lot of other stuff. That's it. Your beans have to be sweet.
Okay, tell us one more time again, Brooke, what the hell you doing with these goddamn beans? This shit ain't making no sense.
I said 1/3 cup. 1/3 cup. You know how small a 1/3 of a cup is?
Hey, bro, I smoke weed, bro. I roll dope. And you telling me about 1/3. Damn it.
Lord,
yeah, I'm at home. I'm really at home.
I can tell.
Miss View, I'm with you on that, Miss View. Yeah, we use hot sauce. Like, I don't know what you talking about, bro.
I like my beans.
I mean, she's taking packages of sugar.
No, I don't have to. I got a big ass tube of sugar, and I got powdered sugar too.
Hold on, tell me one more time. So you doing a 1/3 cup of what now?
1/3 cup of honey, 1/3 cup of vanilla, and 1/3 cup of sugar, and then I mix it in the big pot of beans. It's about 2 cans of the big tall beans. That's not a lot. Them big tall beans, not
She's
the small.
only one in the world that just can't do what the hell she's supposed to do, and that's
I
what
don't
I'm
like them straight out the can.
Why the hell can't you just do what the hell you supposed to do?
Okay, do you add ground beef to your beans?
No, because I have my hot dogs come with cheese, so I make the cheese and then I make biscuits, and the biscuits we kind of like dip it, with the hot dogs and all that.
The fucking biscuits probably baked with a goddamn fucking
I don't put nothing on the
biscuits and 5 gallons of sugar and shit.
I don't put nothing on the biscuits. I actually buy them already buttermilk, and I don't put nothing on them.
Hey, Simone, that little ghetto ground beef with beans, that shit used to hit too. That shit smacked, but you do have a little sugar across that.
I'm telling you, I thought it was just me, and I thought maybe because I'm from the D, but my grandma did all that. We had a grandma.
Nah, my grandma did that too.
I'm saying if she from the South though, so she learned that shit she brought up north. She do all of that. My grandmother do that. My grandmother would start. See, they don't have grandmas like we had grandmas. My grandma started cooking at 10 a.m., 11 a.m., and by 3 p.m. dinner was cooked.
Let's go, Miss Detroit. Let's go.
What about the chicken livers and home fries and onions?
Long as she sat there and watched her stories, you ain't bother her with her stories.
We
could be outside killing one another. My grandma ain't give a damn. Don't bother her.
Look, I told this story before. I'm about to fuck y'all up. So, look, when we was young, I could call my brother right now, but I'm sure he probably fucking getting off of work or whatever. But my grandmother used to watch her stories or whatever. So then we was young. We didn't like stories. We didn't want to see that shit. We didn't want to see no Prices Right and shit before the stories and shit came on.
Right.
So what we used to do is we used to take these walkie-talkies, go around the house and make the walkie-talkie fuck the TV up so that my grandmother couldn't watch her stories and shit. And then when she would bother us about it, we would come over there and act like we fixing it, get behind the screen and shit, start acting like we screwing this shit, doing all this other shit. But we used to do that shit to her and her friend when we used to go over her house. We used to fuck the TV up because we didn't want to watch the damn stories and shit.
My grandma would have beat our ass.
Wait, Shells, where you from? Because we used to do that with the Nextel. The old people ain't know nothing about the where you at? Like she would think we in the TV.
Look, hold up. Remember when Hold on, we telling our ages on here.
But
Yes,
wait a minute,
we
can I
is.
say one thing
Do
too?
y'all
And let's not forget.
remember?
Wait a minute,
Do
Shelly, and
y'all
let's not forget
remember?
it's
Because
only
I
one
know.
TV in the house. The one TV that everybody watching with the antenna that got the
In the
hanger
living room.
in the
With,
living
with
room
the
with the
aluminum
hanger
foil on
antenna.
it.
Hold on, I'm getting
With
ready to
the
hit all y'all
plastic
side
on the
head. What
on the
about the
plastic
box?
on the couch though. The
Excuse
plastic is
me.
on the couch.
Forget the
Okay.
plastic. The box. Do y'all remember the box?
What we
Whoever
doing with
had
the
the
box,
box.
Brooke?
The black box. It was called the box.
You
Yeah,
talking
I
about
had.
the super TV? You talking about the super TV?
Yeah, the cable.
Comcast before it was
Yes,
Yeah,
girl.
Comcast. It was
super
called the
Yeah,
box.
TVs.
had
It was
that.
called super
Oh
TV.
Lord.
Where I'm
The
at.
one in the wooden box.
Yep.
The
The
TV
one
Yeah,
that's
with
the,
inside
yeah, the big.
yeah.
They call it big screen. She talking about the big
Boy,
screen TV.
Jesus Christ. Go ahead, y'all. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, that was like when super
Hey,
TV
that big
was out.
motherfucker he weighed like 300 pounds.
Absolutely.
No, I'm just saying that big motherfucker. Hey, look.
I removed everybody for a goddamn minute. Wait a minute. Wait a motherfucking minute. I removed everybody for a minute because we have an emergency. I don't want nobody to go nowhere. We got an emergency. We got to do this one time. Med check. Med check. Med check. Did everybody take their medicine today? Did everybody take their medicine today? I don't think they did.
I'm definitely doing mine right now.
Is everybody all right?
Yeah, I'm doing mine right now. Hey, I just reminded me I need to get this edible. Yeah, I'm tweaking.
Thank you for reminding me. I had took my medication because it was 3 o'clock and I was talking to my sister. And I said I gotta go live at 3 o'clock. So hey, you just encouraged me to take my motherfucking medicine. I get that
Straight up,
medicine,
family.
take my own goddamn shit. I pulled out the goddamn Prozac. It is what it is. Okay.
My girl just walked in the door, man. It's
Okay.
medication time. Yeah. Lady just walked in the door. I need to get my mind right.
You do. Okay. So,
Shut up, Hutch. Shut up. I love you, girl.
I'm trying to tell the people. Okay. So I had to go ahead with 40 milligrams of Prozac.
500 over here.
30 milligrams of Boosteron.
It's 500 over here.
About 500. You need 1,000.
Yeah, 500 over here.
You need 1,000. You might need a little Lamictal. I don't know. A little.
You silly.
What Kimmy say? Her Zoloft is Zoloft. And Kimmy, do you have a spare pill for APSO?
Most
They
definitely.
out here mailing pills and shit through YouTube.
Shut up.
Can you
Hey,
mail
man.
goddamn what's that thing called again? The Zoloft. He needs some
Zoloft, yeah. They out here selling pretend though too though. But
yeah, people better watch that shit because my niece's friend, he just passed away because he bought a perk off the street and it was laced with fentanyl.
Yeah.
And he went over his girlfriend's house and like he bought it off the street or whatever. Which I don't even understand why do people add this shit in it because isn't it costing them to put like extra shit in it?
So
hey, if it ain't zipped on, it on rip. If it ain't zipped on rip, you hear me?
So what happens is they make these fake pills. They fake. They're not real.
Right? Yeah, I know they fake pills, but so it's cheaper for them to make the fake version of
it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't see that red stamp on the back of my shit, man. I ain't tasting that.
Absolutely, we're on a whole different
I'm
subject.
sorry, no, y'all not. You talking about real shit, and not real shit. And that's what I'm talking about.
Red stamp on them.
Thank you, Zazera. But so I didn't know that's what was going on. I thought they were making the actual.
You said with no red stamp on it, man. I'm talking about marijuana when I talk about that.
Okay.
Well, it's legal here in Maryland, so we don't have to worry about that.
You can go to.
I don't pop pills, though. I'm talking about other shit. My bad.
Yeah, you just go to the store and get it.
But my bad, Hutch. I don't do that other shit. I just talking about marijuana. Go ahead.
It's gonna be. But yeah, so the the pills and that has been, it actually got worse during the pandemic. because people weren't able to get them. And y'all do know that, I don't know it's for every state, but for the state of Maryland, you cannot get a prescription called in that's a narcotic. You have to go to the doctor's office and they have to give you a physical prescription that you have to physically take into the pharmacy. Well, when the pandemic
No,
hit and everybody,
they'll e-script it.
no, they can't. Not no Percocet, not no narcotic. Anything else
Girl,
other than narcotic.
I get them e-stripped every single month.
Narcotics?
Yes.
Okay, well, it could be because you're already in the system, but from the people who I saw try to get it, they couldn't.
And
They had to.
and I take it too, Brooke, and I get an e-script. That's the only
So
way
then,
in Michigan you can.
so then you must be
get your
already in a system, because I do know there's a system
Can y'all
that
hear
they
me?
put people in already.
We
Hey,
can hear you,
Joyce.
Joyce. Hey.
In
Hey, I
Michigan,
But
just
they don't
want
even allow you to have a paper prescription anymore. It has to be e-scribed in
well, I
Michigan.
don't know because I don't get them, so I don't. I just know how it used to be.
But
But I
so
will
what
say
y'all
this:
use for them though? Why y'all use them?
no, we were talking about
No,
something happening
I
to
ain't trying to
somebody.
drop in
It's
y'all
used for
business
pain.
for real, but I'm
It's
asking.
used for chronic pain. It's used for people who are in chronic pain.
Hey, Shelly,
That's what it's used for.
I
Yes,
get that.
Joyce.
I just want to let y'all know y'all keeping me very entertained while on this road. I don't know if y'all can see it. I'm way back here in the
All we see
black
is black.
Yeah, you
rolling.
all the way in the black. I don't know what's happened.
We see black,
Can y'all
black.
hear me?
Yeah,
We
we
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you.
I
Who
just
that,
want y'all
man?
to know y'all kept my ass entertained while on this road for real, for real.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad we could do that because I honestly plan on coming here for a couple of minutes and being done with it. But I've been having just a good time. You know what I'm saying? We've been talking about everything.
Yeah, y'all have really kept me entertained. Thank y'all so much, and thank y'all for y'all prayers for traveling mercy. We almost here. We're probably got like 25% left to go before we get to
Yes,
Ashland.
and I hope you continue to be safe out there on the
Amen.
roads. Stay
Joy.
focused.
Thank you. I'm gonna drop
Never.
down. Love y'all.
Before
Okay,
you
love
get
you.
down, Joy, so hopefully she can hear
Be
me when
safe,
she get
Joyce.
down.
Yeah, that was George.
Be
Yeah,
safe.
man. What's
Won't
up,
Joyce do a
George?
beauty
What
contest?
up,
I mean, a
George?
beauty challenge. That would be nice. A makeup challenge.
A makeup challenge. Yeah, that won't be good.
We can rock it out. The beef sector just rock out with the challenges for the rest of the year instead of
Yeah, and I
taking people
think
to
they should
court.
do that. And something like a makeup challenge, to be honest, most women, if you wear makeup, you should already have some makeup at home. So that's not something where if you having a makeup challenge, I don't want to hear I need somebody to sponsor me $200 because I need to go to Sephora. No, you should already have your own makeup or be able to buy something over the counter. I said over the counter, girl, like it's a prescription. Like what's it called? Not
I'm
over
so
the counter.
happy, sis. I'm so happy you back.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry, I just
What's
this
it called,
pain.
Brooke, when you get it? When it's what I'm talking about? Not over the
Mac,
counter.
I'm talking about Mac counter.
No,
You're
not
talking
the
about
Mac
Mac
counter.
counter.
Like if you go to the drugstore.
Oh, you can get it. It's
What's
owls.
the
There
name
ain't no
was
counters.
called?
It's makeup owl. Just owls and
No,
makeup.
not makeup owl. Like when they call it
Yeah, it's
you have
over
the
the
brand
counter,
name and then
Cash.
you have I forgot what the other name of it is called.
What was
Over
the
the
first name?
counter.
That was not over the counter.
Yeah,
What did you
it's
say?
not called over the counter, but y'all know what I'm saying. Like people don't have to go and they don't have to buy Mac. They can go get Revlon. They can go get Black Radiant. They can go get CoverGirl or whatever.
I use Maybelline right now. I use Maybelline as my main foundation and concealer is Maybelline, the Maybelline collection, and they have it for specifically for African American women, and that's what I use. And I love it.
You know what? I got some Elf products, y'all.
Elf
that I like. But what surprised me, because a lot of times you hear dark-skinned women complain saying that they can't find, and I still can't think of the word that I'm trying to say, but
melanin.
No, not their melanin. Boy, you want something different. Like
Nah, I know what you're trying to say though. I'm just saying.
They worry that they can't find the color to match their skin.
Their tone.
Their tone, if they're dark complected. But being light skinned, especially if you have any type of pigmentation issues or dark circles or whatever, a lot of times it's hard to find your complexion because even Estee Lauder, which is also owned by what's the
Mac? They own Mac.
Estee
Lauder own Mac.
Huh?
And NYC. Mac and NYC.
And they own another one. They own I think CoverGirl.
Something. Yeah.
And
CoverGirl, I don't know. Estee Lauder owns Mac, sis.
Estee Lauder owns Mac too.
Mac in NYC.
Oh wow. Yeah. So a lot of times it's hard to find your perfect match, and sometimes, like Stacey said, you got to mix and match it. But I was shocked to find out that the fucking Wet and Wild, the Wet and Wild, especially when I can't get that black radiance, the Wet and Wild has been doing better for me than actual the CoverGirl in the Revlon. Believe it or not, and it's not expensive.
Do you get the CoverGirl True Blend? Because that's a difference.
I've used that one before, and I used that one before, and I used to love that one. Problem I have is every time I find something that I like, they end up discontinuing it or getting rid of it.
That's good.
Now, Savage Fenty is very good. I try to support Black.
Fenty was terrible on me.
Okay, it worked okay for me. I like Savage Fenty. I've tried Juvia's Place. Nika turned me on to Juvia's Place, and then also I've tried Mac, Juvia's, and I don't know the one who be on YouTube, the black Jackie Aina.
Right, she got her own makeup now, right?
Yeah, and her makeup is pretty good too for
what's her name?
Darker brown complexion. Jackie Aina, girl, she started off on YouTube just like how Joyce get her tutorials, girl, and she blew up, and now she got her own makeup line, her own, girl. They just celebrated her as a millionaire, one of the new black millionaires, girl. Yeah,
going girl. Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
But the thing is, Nika told me about Juvia's Place, and then the thing is, you got to catch them sales. If you catch the sales, that's when, you have more time to test different things and try it. But I've had pretty much good success with Juvia's Place too.
But I thought Juvia's Place only offered like the actual like eyebrow shadow and highlights and stuff. I never seen they offer foundation.
When I had went on there, I thought they did. I don't know nothing about no makeup. Shelly could tell you.
But the makeup is the foundation. Like
the foundation stuff. Now I thought I did get some from there. Don't quote me though. It might not. I had to look at that. But I did order. Like I noticed for my complexion, like the lipsticks and the they have different variety of tones that match darker complexions.
Yeah,
and Fenty does too. But the only thing I don't like about Fenty, she is kind of on the higher end, but she can, if you catch a good sale with her, just like we all ladies, except for the young man on the panel.
No, mommy.
Okay, just because I don't want you to feel like Bath and Body Works. It's just like Bath and Body Works catching a good deal. If you get a coupon or one of the Bath and Body Works, you can clean up at Bath and Body Works. But that's kind of how you got to do them like that.
But you know what's weird about my skin, especially being like light complected, and I don't know if any other person has this issue. But every brand, and even the most expensive one, especially Clinique, you can mark that one out. I've seen my girl, I think Lene Lachelle, I think she likes that Clinique. Clinique, I couldn't even do that one at all. But for some reason, whenever I would put that foundation around my eye, it would turn that shit like green.
Oh my God.
And even the lady at Estee Lauder, it would turn it like the weirdest color. And even the lady at Estee Lauder at the counter, when I had went there, she was like, I never seen anybody that
because you're allergic to something in it. That's why. It's something in it that you're allergic to, your skin.
That might be it. And you know what? I found out that I get allergic to stuff. Well, I ain't gonna say I get allergic to stuff very easily, but this week I was rushed to the hospital because I had a bad allergic reaction.
Yeah.
My daughter is Puerto Rican and black. She's your complexion. So I know what you're talking about when you say stuff like that.
Right, like trying to match the colors.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. And that's why sometimes when these conversations come up, we speak about like our skin complexion. Like literally, I think a lot of the time the lighter skinned women, we have a lot of more issues because literally in the winter, my makeup is totally different than in the damn summer.
Yeah, that's true.
And you know what, that is funny though, because I'm dark skinned and my kids are lighter skinned. light complected, especially my daughter. So I was in my sister's wedding, and my sister's light skin. I'm my parents' darkest child. I always say that. And when she got married, the lady who did our makeup, she used the makeup that she used on my sister and on my mama. And to me, I look like Casper the damn ghost. Girl, I was like, people were like, you look so pretty. I didn't like it. I felt like for me to be paying for makeup services, it didn't match my complexion. And so I know exactly what you're saying. Even as a darker person, you had it. I was like, what would make her think that she can use the same blend as me and my sister's like ebony and ivory? I say we the original ebony and ivory.
You know what's crazy? My mother, her and her sister, they could pass for twins. Even when I look at some of the pictures of them when they were younger, everything about them is the same. But one is light and the other one is dark. But everything else about them, from the eyes to the nose to the mouth, face structure, and everything, personality different, but everything about them other than that looks just alike. But that's because my grandmother was light skinned and my grandfather was dark skinned. So when it came to my mother and her sisters, they either dark or they either light, and that's just how it is in my family. It's either you either light or you just either real dark, one or the other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what is Shell? What did you mastered like by? Is it Indian in your family for?
Nope, I don't have no Indian in my family.
Wow,
What is it like? What brings the light skin out of you? Because I got Irish in mine.
I have Irish in mine too, and I did my ancestry thing.
Ancestry.
I'm a whole mutt out here. I got Irish, I got Caucasian, I got Sub-Saharan African. I even got some Chinese in my thing.
I don't believe those DNA tests. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
It ain't about DNA with me. My family told me.
Oh no, I'm saying some people actually know their family history, but when it goes to them DNA tests and all that, I feel like they don't know enough about. We've been broken up and mixed up so much that we probably are mixed with so many things.
And you know,
yeah, we all mutts. We all mutts. We all some mutts.
I don't think there's no mutts.
There you go. That's the right.
We all some mutts. Yeah, we all some mutts.
I do not believe that there's no per race no more. Like, and if it hasn't gotten there yet, it will be there very soon, where there's not going to be no one per race anymore.
Somebody got disrespected and raped, and that we didn't want to happen. We here for a reason.
But I got a lot of people in my my bloodline. It's a lot. And here's the crazy part. As far as the health issues, I don't know if y'all know this or not. Shelly, you might want to look into this. But with some of my family health issues, a lot of the health issues came due to the fact that the bloods were integrated, meaning Africans were integrating with Indians, Indians was integrating with Caucasians was also integrating with Black people. A lot of times illnesses that are passed down genetically is actually from the crisscrossing of the races. I don't know if you knew that or not, but it has a lot to do with
Be safe, Mo.
Not trying to
be safe.
I agree exactly what you're saying. I agree with everything you said. And you know what? I was watching this documentary on Africa. And it's good that we having this conversation because this is what I told Shelly. These are things I want to talk about, things I want to bring. I don't do the negative, but do you know that cheetahs in Africa, they have been, we're going to just say for the incest between the animals so much that they're dying off because they're creating cheetahs that can't even procreate.
Right.
Because that's why they're dying off. And so they're now, and they the weakest cat in Africa anyway. But the thing is, they're interbreeding. That's the word I want to say. Interbreeding so much with their own sister, brother, and lions that they're
killing. Because they scared of every other lion.
Yeah, they're scared of every other thing.
Yeah.
So they are talking about actually taking them and moving. And they actually did a thing and thought about moving to Australia. They would thrive there because they would be the dominant one. They can't compete against a lion, a leopard, but they're dying off so bad that they now have to actually go into labs and help keep that animal going because they are dying off.
She's not lying about that, bro.
That's crazy. I mean,
that's like what you were saying about with race. They had a whole line. I knew a family that I be watching all these documentaries. They interbred with each other so much that every last one of their family member now has a cleft lip.
They live in the trailer parks, right?
Wow.
We talking about the same. We talking about the
What's
same
the
folks,
name?
right?
I
What's the
think
name
They
of that
live in
park?
the trailer parks, right?
they about sound like it if they doing
Yeah,
that. But
and their eyes was crossed and shit, right?
yeah, they were.
Yeah, nah, yeah, nah, I ain't. Yeah, nah,
And you know what the crazy part? Here's the crazy part, right? Because a lot of people, you know, like when people start talking about this particular issue, a little bit later on down the line, everybody start talking about racism, right? So I like to kind of keep it on the top surface level and keep it only on a sense of intertwining with the blood and the races, right? Blacks, Africans,
right.
Europeans, whatever. So did y'all know, number one, that the African American race, if you are let's say you mix, but your dominant genes are African Americans, then only African American people can carry the sickle cell trait. Did anybody know
I
that?
know that about the sickle cell. Yeah.
Right. And it's crazy because from what we're seeing, Caucasian and Africans are now carrying, and they can't determine whether or not it's a trait, but they're trying to link it now. Autism. People from China, Chinese people, none of their kids are born artistic. The ones that are born in China, not the ones that are Americanized. I'm talking about the ones that come from China.
Well, that's because the
None of
government
their
be
children.
putting stuff in the food, and they
And
put it in the air. That's
What
why.
you say, What you say,
My
Hutch? What
dentist
you
is
saying?
Vietnamese. My dentist is Vietnamese. And
What you say, Hutch?
What?
What you say,
Go ahead.
Hutch? Nah, I just wanted to
So
hear.
you somewhere.
My bad. I'm talking. Man, I'm sorry. I'm high. Man, I'm sorry, y'all.
I can tell. I can tell. My dentist is Vietnamese, and she doesn't like white people. And when I tell you the amount of stuff that she says, baby, she'd open up my eyes to a lot of stuff. And then going back and thinking every damn thing that she's saying is true. She said when you the babies over there, Chinese babies, Vietnamese babies, the Asian people, their children, none of their children are born autistic, and their children do not have any no kind of signs or any of that. And so she looked at me, and I'm because I'm looking at her weird, like, wow, what made you say that? Because we know where some of it come from. She said, don't let your child get the vaccines. Don't do it, because that is what's giving it to them. This was a doctor, a dentist, who told me this.
Right. The even DC the Purple Diva and Lost Brain Cells both said the vaccinations, and then they get mad when you have these people and they want to try to take them to court to take away their children when they refuse to give their kids certain vaccines. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the government's telling you what you have to do, but then you're putting stuff in your body that's worse than probably even the actual illness or whatever the case may be. You don't like, even with the C-19 jab, I didn't take it, and I said I won't take it. And at first my doctor was like, anybody that don't take it was gonna have to find another doctor or whatever, because I guess he was scared of catching it or whatever. And I was like, as much as I love my doctor, I would have to let him go, because I'm not putting that in my body.
And don't
Right.
don't put it in your bodies, please don't, y'all.
Right.
Chrysler
And I know
made
this one.
I had to do it. They wouldn't let you come back to work if you did. But I'm gonna say this, Shelly, and I'm gonna have to go gotta take my baby back up to college. But
Okay.
I have enjoyed this live. It's been a wonderful live. And so, Sister One, sis, thank you for saying that. I'm gonna research that with the zebra with no stripes. I was starting to watch that documentary and I fell asleep, girl. So I'm glad. Thank you for reminding me to watch that. Go back and watch that. But I have enjoyed this live. I have learned so much. I enjoy talking to you, Absol, Brooke. I always
Likewise.
Yes, likewise, my love.
Thank you, Ken, again. Thank you, Shelly, for bringing Ken up. I truly appreciate
thank you,
that.
Ken, for having a conversation. I love
and we need to have more lives that's like this. This was a fun live, and I do feel if y'all gonna do a cooking competition, I like some of the ideas you have, and I feel, Shelly, since you don't feel up to cooking right now, maybe you should host it.
I don't have a problem with that. I just don't want to bite on what somebody else is doing. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like that's something Pizarro came up with that idea.
You been did that.
Well, hold on.
If certain people can't go to certain platforms, they don't get to show their skills.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You was the person who came out here and
Came up with
created
that
your whole
creation.
entire, a whole nother sector. And then now everybody else want to have their own sectors. Girl, stop playing. You is the originator
Yeah,
of the
man.
originator of the
Come
originator.
on, bro.
Stop playing, Shelly. She know how I feel
I'm
about
sorry,
that.
because Lady Star had asked earlier. No, it's not TMO. That is Detroit 313, which I thank you so much for coming up here. I always enjoy you coming. And what I will do is maybe I'll find a day, one day a week or something like that, and maybe I'll come through and we just adults. You know what I'm saying? And probably what I do with those is I just turn those to members only afterwards. You see what I'm saying? We just come through and
I feel you.
and maybe start with a topic. You see what I'm saying? And then we might end up somewhere different. Because remember where we started with an apology and some other stuff, and we done went from makeup to food to relate. I mean, you
chill. Hey, S Hutch, let me ask you this though, man. On game. Do you not got any kind of foods that you can make from hemp?
Not just straight from hemp. I mean, I can infuse it into my meals.
Brownies. We do like
Because
brownies.
I've been on edibles hard lately. Go ahead. What you say, Mama?
I ate a cookie, a brownie, and a meatloaf with hash in it. They actually use meat with the ground beef, mixed it up with it. Now I ain't gonna tell you, I can kind of taste it because I'm not a heavy weed smoker. Shelly can tell you I ate edible and was high for 2 days, so I ain't the best person.
That's
but
not
my
right.
son and my daughter are professional. My son said weed connoisseurs because it's legal here in Michigan, and that we have
Missouri as
everything.
well.
We have everything here, like Rice Krispies. They do it in hot Cheetos. My neighbor made some hot Cheeto ones. My son was high for 3 days.
Is
So,
it legal now?
3
You
days.
said 3 days.
3 days. He didn't get out the bed. I had to go check to make sure he was still alive.
I knew he was lit. Yeah, nah, I'm just saying though.
Said, and I'm not never doing that
Detroit,
again.
Is this I had to meet you for a minute because you got a delay or something. So what you saying? They saying they got nothing to do with one another.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm falling back. I can hear her. You can't hear me though, Hutch.
Yeah, we can hear you, but you off. You.
All right, let me pause out.
It's okay.
I'm put you on. I'm gonna
I
put
have
you
a
on
question
mute.
real quick before you hop down, Detroit. Is it legal there now?
Yes, ma'am. We can, girl. We go right into a dispensary. We can carry up to a pound on us. Yeah.
No, listen, this is what I want to say because this is how I really want to go out with this because I know my sister about to go. So sis, don't go nowhere. Just stay here just for one moment. I promise you I ain't gonna hold y'all much longer than this, right?
Okay.
So like I said, we started with one thing.
You hear me, Hutch?
Okay, Ab, so I'm taking you off here for a minute because I can't. Okay, I'm in nerves now. Okay, but God is working on me, so I ain't gonna cuss you out. So I'm just gonna put you in the back because I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Okay, there we go. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. All right. Okay, so we started with one thing. We ended up somewhere different. We went from one place to other. We basically was just adulting or whatever. We know this ain't gonna be for everybody, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna find a day, now that I do have a little bit of time, on my hands or whatever. And we'll have these adult conversations because I thoroughly enjoyed myself because, like I said, we talked about childhood, we talked about poor meals. I mean, you name it, we covered it over here on this live today, right? So this is what I want to do. And I know this is going to be a tricky topic, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this live as Detroit 313 is leaving down and we want to, close it out because it's already been over 2 hours and, my family's coming home from work and I want to spend some time with my family, especially by it being Friday. And I know tomorrow will be the lasagna challenge. So I want to make sure that I'm there to support that because that's going to be another good time, right? So I want to close the show this way, but on the next show, and I know this is going to be a topic and they're going to probably, especially put Brooke in a hot seat. I would like for Brooke to come back and discuss it and talk about it in Detroit 313. But there was a big thing about this biracial topic that had came up, right? And so it then became, I saw this other conversation somewhere else about, you know, biracial people not being Black versus who's Black and who's not or whatever. But I do want to start the topic off next time. I don't even want anybody on the up on the panel. Don't even say how you feel about it. Hold on to it, right? And when we come back, I want to start the live off with that as far as getting into like biracial. Is biracial Black? You know, or do you believe in the one drop rule? Like, we might talk about some other stuff, but I want to start with that one. And I know that's going to be a sensitive topic, and I don't want anybody to bash anybody or make it about anybody, or we hate this group of people or not that group of people. But I just want to know the mind frame. Does everybody feel the same about the one drop rule? And then I also want to talk about, because it was something else that you all brought up on here today about when y'all talked about the cleft lip or whatever, and it's this family out in West Virginia. So it's about like inbreeding, because we were talking about inbreeding. So inbreeding and the biracial thing, I want to kind of cover those two adult topics the next time when we come back and have this little you know, conversation time. So I don't know if y'all here for that chat. And matter of fact, if there's any topic that y'all want to talk about, you know, as we're doing the show, I think that's what we'll do. Like, even if the people in the chat say something, we can piggyback off of them and just kind of keep the conversation going. You know what I'm saying? Because it just be so many different things to talk about. So how do y'all feel about that? So Detroit 313, you were leaving out, so I want you to have any final words. I'm gonna give Brooke the final words when I get done, and so she can close out the show. And I just want to tell everybody in the chat, I really appreciate you guys, and we're gonna come back. I don't know the day, but I will schedule it. You see what I'm saying? So that y'all know when we're having it. And I'm just gonna call it, because I think I have it in my banner already. Hold on, let me see. Because content and conversations. So we've done this before where we just talk about different stuff. I did this one time with Queen Sanity and I think it was Naima and a couple other people, and we really had a good time. That was on the last one that I did. So content and conversations, we'll come back for that another time, and we're gonna go on that topic. So do you think you would be game for that Detroit 313 before you go? How do you feel
Now,
about
you
that?
know, that is right up my alley. I would enjoy that conversation. I want to thank you, Shelly, again for having me on the panel. Brooke, it's always a pleasure talking to you. I love the people in the chat. They were very, very informative, as well as I really think I like DC Purple Diva. She is so sweet. I do actually watch her some nights. She get me through when I can't go to sleep.
You know
So
what? Hold on. Let me write this down, because, you know, I done had me an edible and I don't want to forget, because I'm going to add another one to it that we kind of touched on. And when you said, and you know, they going to try to steal my topics, but I don't care. You know, it's official. It's over here. We doing it. Okay. But DC Purple Diva and Lost Brain Cells said something in the chat, and they said that thing about vaccinations and the autism. So I would like to add that to it. The autism, vaccinations, biracial, the one drop rule,
What
and
about the colorism?
inbreeding.
Did you want to touch on that? Because I didn't hear you say that.
Which one?
Well, that's gonna be the colorism thing.
Well, it's gonna be it's not gonna be colorism, because they didn't already colorism them into the goddamn ground. But we're gonna get into the biracial versus Black, like the one drop rule. So it's gonna be one drop rule, vaccinations and autism, and what was the last one I said? Oh, inbreeding. So those are the three topics we're gonna have next week. Matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do? Today is Friday, and I started this at 3:00. So next Friday at 3:00, we're gonna do it at the same time. We're gonna start the conversation about that, and it will be an open panel, but I will give priority as far as spacing. I'm not saying that I'm gonna have 10 people or whatever, but I will give my priority to Brooke and Detroit 313 because they were here. Anybody that was on the panel today, I'm gonna give priority to them to come back next week. But anybody else is welcome to join us. And I want to start with those 3 topics, and then we can still, if we have time, we can piggyback off the audience as we're going along. But I just want to know, will y'all join me next? Y'all think y'all could do it next Friday?
I can do it next Friday. I was gonna say Brooke. I know she at work, so
yeah, I'm at work, but I should be done everything by then. So the latest I'll be in here will be 3:30, but I will definitely be here. I'll be in the chat at 3:00. Not
okay.
a problem.
Well, we could do 3:30 because you know me, it's all about the 3, the 1, and the 0. So as long as it aligns with the numbers that I have to use, then it's fine. That's why I went live today at 3:00. If I couldn't do it at 3, hey, Detroit 313, am I lying about 3:00 when we was on the phone?
No, ma'am, you are not lying.
Okay, I don't play with the numbers. I don't. Okay, so I said if I can't do it at 3:00 today, I ain't hitting the button. Okay, so you know, I don't know, when the spirit and the energy tells me to deal with the numbers, I deal with the numbers. So we're gonna talk about that. So y'all think y'all game for it? Detroit 313, you can handle it?
I'm game. And Soul Sister wants a poll done for pork and beans and hot dogs. So
yes,
if you could do that, put that.
Wait, what she want to know about pork and beans and hot dogs?
Because it was a couple of people said they had never ate that in the chat. So that would be interesting
really?
to know.
Wait, do they want me to do? They want me to do a poll on my community wall or in here? Soul Sister, where you want the poll at? You want me to do it on my community wall? Because this video is not going to end up staying up. This is going to end up going to members only, I think.
Yeah, you could do it on your community wall.
The community wall. Okay, about the pork and beans. I could have sworn everybody. I would do it on the community wall then, so y'all can vote, and we'll leave it up for the weekend, and we'll see. You know what I'm saying? By like Sunday or whatever.
Okay, and that would be fine with me. I got to get out. I got to drive about an hour and a half drive, so I got to get out of here. But I enjoy you ladies, and I enjoyed the chat. And Soul Sister, thank you, girl, because I'm about to go watch that, listen to that documentary while I'm taking my daughter back to school. So, sure. But thank you
Unapologetically,
again.
it's good seeing you. Thank you for coming up, Detroit 313.
You welcome.
Absolutely, thank you for coming up.
Bye,
Love
ladies.
You. Appreciate all of y'all.
Girl.
Brooke, I want to give you the floor before I leave out with this music. Any closing things that you want to say? Any stuff you have coming up on your channel? Anything we need to know about? Any challenges you're going to be joining? Anything you want to say before you leave today?
Yes. Well, first I just want to say, number one, thank you for having me up. I missed you. I'm so happy that you're back. I'm just excited that you're back and you're doing content, which has never failed. I'm just excited. I'm happy. And as far as with me, yes, I am doing content now. It is effective immediately, but I have some segments where I'll be uploading some stuff, and then I will be doing some live stuff and suggestions from people. And my last suggestion, who actually sealed the deal, was my sis Shelly. She said, I think you should do a cooking segment. So me and her husband, we're gonna do a cooking segment. We're trying to figure out when and the time and all that good stuff that's coming up. So I will let y'all guys know when we will be doing that, but it will be soon. And I also will be doing Get Ready With Me content, as well as just, talking my crap content too, because even though I wasn't born in the beef sector, I'm a part of the beef sector. I've been here going on 4 years, and I'm a part of you guys now. So I got to incorporate you guys into my content. And I think it'll be nice. So I'm just happy. I swear, like literally I just had a moment. Y'all was talking about something and I just bust out and was like, oh, I'm so happy you're back. Cause I'm really am truly happy that you're back. And you back like you never left.
Yeah. You know what? Even if I would have never came back, me and you would have still talked. Because even when I wasn't on here, we, you know what I'm saying? We communicated. And Naima, I just mentioned your name a little while ago. If Naima, if you free next week, I hope you come through and join, because I was saying you was on the last time when we was up here just talking about real talk. And I would love to hear your input. We don't agree with some stuff, or ways of thinking or whatever like that, with difference of opinions, but we know how to agree to disagree. So if you're free next week, Naima, I hope you come and join us when we come back and go through these topics. But when you do your cooking show with your husband, make sure you edit some of that stuff and put it on TikTok, because like I said, I think you would definitely blow up on TikTok. And once you get your 1,000 and you can start going live or whatever, then I think
And
you
look,
should start
y'all,
doing
even when
that.
she wasn't on here, she was pushing. Like, listen, the longest I may have not spoken to her may have been a couple of weeks, but when I'm on here, she will still be pushing me to do my content, y'all. See, that's when you know you really did with somebody. Y'all know how they say there's no friends on YouTube. You're right. She's not my friend on YouTube. She's my friend in my real life. So for the mere fact that she still was continuing to encourage me, Brooke, you need to get on here. Brooke, you need to do this. Brooke, what you doing? She wasn't even on here. That shit, it means a lot. I will always be loyal to her, period. Like, y'all ain't got to ever worry about me. Even if she cussing me out, she just be cussing me out. And I'll
No,
come right
I
back
ain't
over
gonna
here
do
like,
that.
girl, it wouldn't even matter if you did, because I know that what you would say to me will be out of love. And that's the difference when people
Yeah,
try to
it's always out
chastise,
of love. Yeah.
it's out of love. You gonna criticize, you're not gonna criticize me and put me down. You gonna tell me, look, sis, you was wrong, XYZ, and then you still gonna love on me. And that is what makes things loyal between the people who I'm with, and you are one of them. I've always had, you
And
ain't
you
had to
know
be
me,
here.
some people can't handle the truth, but
They
my
can't.
thing is this: if I'm all right, cool with you, I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Yep,
Everybody else might be a yes man or a yes woman or tell you what you want to hear,
she
but I'm gonna
sure
tell you the
will.
truth, even if it hurts your feelings, because I want people to keep it real with me and tell me the truth. Don't tell me what I
Mm-hmm.
want to hear. Tell me the truth, because I can't better myself if you sit and lie to me. If
Yep.
you sit up in my face and tell me, oh yeah, I like when you do that, or those type of friends, you go into the club or whatever, and they be like, girl, don't really get all that dressed up because the place ain't that fancy or whatever. And then you dress down and then you get where you going and you looking
Yes.
crazy and you underdressed. I'm not one of
Right.
those type of people. I'm gonna always
Yep.
put you on game. Okay.
Yep. And I think that's
So
why we get along too, because we are both that type of person. And so when it comes down to different people, like I know where I'm at, just like I had mentioned to you guys earlier. I felt like at least one of them challenges, and I'm not down on nobody. I just knew my audience and I knew where I was at. I knew I wasn't going to win. I wasn't doing it to win. I was doing it because I just need people to see, listen, I'm here. I'm going to show up. And I'm gonna be a one about my word. Y'all ain't gotta like it, but y'all gonna respect it. And for me, that is what mattered. Because I already knew I wasn't gonna. It didn't matter what I did. Even if I wouldn't have used the marshmallows, I still wouldn't have won. But that's not what it was about. I do things because people
you know
try to
what,
say you
Brooke?
can't
I'm gonna
do it.
I'm gonna be
That makes
honest
sense.
with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I do know that this sector is biased, and I do know that a lot of this stuff is a popularity contest. But I'm gonna tell you something, and I'm gonna be completely honest. Okay, I feel like had you not put the marshmallows, I still think you would have won, because I feel like for the most part of what I was seeing about that contest and what I really enjoyed about it is that people were being so positive, and even in the chat, people were still giving credit to people that maybe usually they would have shaded. And I feel like
That's what
people would have been honest. I feel like if,
okay.
let's just say, even with chat rep, had chat rep not put the onions, I feel like she would have won. If you hadn't put the marshmallows, you probably would have won, or at least been up at the second or whatever like that. But
Mhm.
I think people would have been honest and would have voted for you, even if they didn't per se care for you, but yours looked the best, because that's the energy that I was getting from that contest. I feel like everybody was being positive. I didn't see a lot of negativity in the chat, or little on a panel, or whatever. But I feel like everybody was being honest, and I seen people saying very positive stuff about you and stuff like that. So I think if you would have been a winner, I think
Mhm.
they would have voted for you, even if they per se liked Rico better or they liked whoever. You know what I mean? Because
I'll take that because I don't watch the chat simply because I don't want to get distracted. But let me also say this, and y'all know I always told y'all, if I can drag a person, if I can get down with a person, I see somebody doing something wrong, regardless if I like them or not. If they did something that I like or made a difference or impression on me, I gotta say something. Me,
and also let me say this too. Even though you have the poll, the person who's truly in control of who wins the contest for the most part is the judges, because
Mhm.
it doesn't matter what the chat says. it's with the well, I don't know how many judges they're gonna have this time. It's up to the judges who they put up in the top of that thing, because okay, had it just been Yusef, well, no, I wouldn't say Yusef on that one, but okay, say it had been James. I think James put King Roman, Rico, and
he did the 3 guys.
Reed, right? He did all the guys, right? Okay. So Brianna felt about the same, but then she was like, no, I gotta go with chat rep too, because hers looked really good, which I agree with everything Brianna said. Okay. So then that put chat rep in, up at the top 3, for people to be able to vote or whatever, right? So I feel like if the 3 judges, if it was to be biased, the judges would have to be biased, because if the judges put you up in the top 3, then those people have to vote in between those 3. And I get that you still will be competing with 2 other people, but I feel like the audience would be honest, because they would look crazy to vote for somebody and their food looks like crap, but it's just because they per se like the person. No, I didn't get that energy from the people that was from the chat. I feel like everybody was being unbiased, even the people in the chat.
Okay, that's good. But what I was trying to say was I have to still give props when props due. And the first challenge Lisa won. Can you believe that me and Lisa was on that panel for 3 hours and we ain't say one negative word about each other?
Wow, okay. That's amazing.
Can you believe that?
I can't believe it.
Hey, listen, I was because here's the crazy part. Somebody else had brung it up. And I was like, damn, we didn't. And it was because when I did hit the link and I see her up there, my thought before anything happened was, oh my God, I'm be arguing with her this whole entire challenge. When I tell you, we didn't say, neither her nor I said anything out the way to each other. I think we was even giving each other compliments. And I said, look at God. Look at God.
It's possible.
Because the same thing happened.
She won too, right?
She won, yep. And I congratulated her. Same thing happened this prior week. Mother and Rico. Did you pick that?
That was unbelievable to me. I felt like a proud mama. I was just like, wow. See? And that's actually what I really had wanted and wished would have happened on the OG panel, but I can't go back to shoulda, coulda, woulda. You know what I mean?
Right. We just gotta take it from here. And that's all that I was saying, because I'm like, believe it or not, even though we did do the challenge or whatever the case may be, you have 2 separate incidents where 2 sets of different people who had real major issues with each other really was being adult and really was doing it like as if they didn't have prior beef, and that there, it kind of opened up my eyes to a little bit of maturity, I guess I would say.
Yeah, well, I got somebody oh, I see this now when it says start. Oh, so it does this so you can.
That's Christopher.
I didn't know that this was from earlier. I didn't know that now. StreamYard, I was wondering what this little button was over here. StreamYard allows you to highlight super chats. It automatically does it for you. Did you know that?
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff they do now.
Girl, I told you I was gone and don't know nothing. But look, I got somebody staring me in my face that is giving me the hint that they want my time and attention. They want your
time and attention. But thank you for having me up, sis. I had
Girl, you know how it is when you don't have to go to bed alone at night by yourself.
Girl, listen here. I gotta hurry up because Malik probably mad with me because I ain't supposed to be on here talking to you now. I'm supposed to be in the car.
You know how that goes. I mean, it's almost winter time. It really gets cold. It's a bad time to be alone. I'm just saying.
A bad time. But thank you, sis, for having me up. Let me go ahead and get home and attend to my.
All right, I love you, girl. Anything you want to say to the chat before you go?
No, y'all, just keep have fun, and be blessed and enjoy your weekend. I'm gonna go enjoy mine.
Right. Okay. All right. I'm gonna leave y'all out with some music. We're gonna go ahead and leave out with. We're gonna go ahead and go DC style. Okay. Love you all. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your holiday. Be safe. If you go out drinking, make sure you don't drink and drive. See you next Friday for Content and Conversations.
Hey, when I see you.
your name. And my stomach is a pain. See you walk in my direction, I go the other way. I start to stutter when I speak. Try to stand, but my knees go weak. What's happening to me? Anybody, can you tell me what it means? I lay my head on my pillow. He got me staring out the window. Wish on a star for a sign. That's the reason why. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, see you. Hey, Marlon, you sexy boy. Hey. Oh, no. When I see you. Hey, fellas, listen. I scribble X and O's on my notebook. Checking how my hair and my nails look. I feel myself up in the zone. I get nervous when you call. Say I'm not home. See your face. I hear my favorite song. Should I send an email at home? I wonder if you know, or do you have a clue? Yeah. I lay my head on my pillow. He got me staring out the window. Was on a stop for a sign. That's the reason why. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. See you. Marlon, so sexy boy. Oh, no. When I see you. Listen, something now is taking over me. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna run. I'm just gonna stand here and see. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, no. See you. Said you're so sexy,